Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Last time in our game, for those who weren't here, we escorted Don John Raskin to the Mountain Toes mine, but it turned out the entire place was infested with were-rats. And they said they would leave the mine if we clear out their old hideout of orcs, which happened to be the Shrine of Savras, which you guys have totally murdered in your previous session. So they were kind of taken aback and not sure how to respond. But in the end, you decided, well, let's just leave these were-rats where they are. Let's rescue the miners that were trapped in the mine and just leave them be. So you went to the back to the other entrance of the mine. You snuck in, rescued the miners. Got back to town. Don John imagined that his boss wouldn't be too happy about losing one of their mines to a bunch of were-rats, but he was willing to let that happen if it meant rescuing the miners. But previously that day, if you remember, that while you were gone at Barskull Ranch, the town was attacked by orcs, and thanks to the Stone Cold Reaver gang, they who were taking lodge at the Sleeping Giant Inn, they were able to defend the town with minimal casualties, although there was still 2 or 3. And the next morning, Tobin Stonehill. Is Tobin the inn guy? I forget.
Tobin's the inn guy. The barkeep.
Harbin Stonehill. He made a proclamation that the Stone Cold Reavers would be the official protectors of the town, which was being paid for, he claimed, by the Miners Association in Neverwinter. And the leaders of the Stone Cold Reavers set up some strict but fair rules about leaving the town and curfews. And at the moment, they seem to be behaving themselves. And Zyzzyx, while they were having their were-rat adventure, you decided to spend some time finding out what you can about the cult of Talos.
Talos.
So I want you to roll a history check, and we'll see what you were able to learn. We were going to do like a separate RP session.
Yeah, that's on me for not ever finding.
Work out.
But I trust in you, Joey, to be able to piece together some. Ooh, yeesh.
Yeah. So all.
It's just me.
They're doing their own history research in like the next booth.
Okay.
Yeah, so Zyzzyx comes back and he just goes, no one in this town knows anything about the cult of Talos, except that they're from Neverwinter Wood, which I know because that's where they killed all my family.
Jeez. Well, so how was your adventures? That's what I've been doing.
Being a frontier town, like fairly new and rebuilt. They don't have a library per se. They don't have any scholars living there, so just no one really knew. But it's not unknown that Talos is one of the Pantheon, one of the big ones.
Okay.
And as you're telling this to everyone, Chaka Kahn goes, "Oh, I know about Talos. No problem. Let me tell you about him."
Do go on, Talos.
And she describes that Talos is the god of storms,
Mhm.
Whose symbol is 3 lightning bolts striking a single point. You know, she says this like it's everyday knowledge. Like, what, you don't know this?
Thanks. Appreciate it, Chaka.
You're
She
welcome.
knows that. She does know that in ages past, the orcs used to worship Talos under, but he had a different moniker known as Grumash, the One-Eyed, which many historians believe was actually Talos in disguise, which might explain why his followers in the Neverwinter Woods are half-orcs.
Interesting. Well, thank you for the
That's
information.
kind of all you.
You're welcome.
Yes, but Chaka may not be up to date on kind of the current going-ons of the cult.
Well, that
The
certainly
same
helps.
following as Corellin.
Mm-hmm.
Praise be.
But you wonder, as you're mulling in the corner, that Toblin might know something. He's the one person you decide you didn't get a chance to ask. And he's usually pretty knowledgeable about the going-ons on the Sword Coast. A lot of passers-by, their rumors reach his ears.
All right. Well, I am going to make my way up and have a. I'm going to pick this stool back up and have a seat on there, and wait for him to come on over. Flag him down for a flagon.
Yeah, the woman sitting next to you, one of the Reaver commanders, kind of scooches her chair over as much as it can go to the side. It's like
Oh.
she chose this spot because it gave her plenty of space and you just invaded it.
I also, Quizlix crawls across the bar in front of her.
She looks at the lizard. He goes, Andrew, my dear, you must really take care of your pest problem. And she looks at the lizard. Which lizard, I won't tell you.
We
Oh.
both look offended, but don't say anything yet.
Oh, snap.
And
Andrew
Quizlix
just goes, oh no, that's that fine fellow's familiar. You pay him no mind. He's actually not even an animal, technically. He's more of a fairy creature. That's what I've been told.
Quizlix climbs up my mug and drinks out of it.
Ew.
So,
Well,
yeah.
I've quite lost my appetite, though. And she walks off, and
Have a good day.
Andrew
Yeah.
looks disappointed. It's like
What a
this is the first time. It's like he just murmurs, "Oh, this is the first time I was able to talk to her since she's arrived. Oh, was it something I said? Do you think, Mr. Zyzzyx?"
I just think that she's. What do I want to say to him? She just seems like she's in a hurry. That's probably all it is, Ander.
I think
Oh, you should have seen her in the battle the other night. She took down 3 orcs herself.
Yeah,
Where did she take that?
Can she turn into a bear? Because that's pretty cool, and I can do that.
Not that I'm aware of, but
Yeah.
have you ever seen someone be so beautiful yet be so graceful in battle? I haven't.
And you haven't.
Should see
then you-
Quizlix.
I'm about to say, you hadn't seen me in a fight yet, buddy.
Quizlix tries to do a backflip to be graceful.
Oh.
And
Have him do an acrobatics check.
oh,
Doing
18.
backflips when you're a horizontal-based creature is a lot harder than normal.
well,
So-
let's see what the 18 does for it.
Zoop,
Nice.
zoop, zoop. He does a little backflip. And Thistle claps. But Ander doesn't seem to quite get the joke. He goes, well, maybe tomorrow night she'll want another drink.
I'm sure she will, old man, old chap.
32. No.
So I would like to ask Mr. Stoblin what rumors he has heard regarding, the cult of Talos, and if he knows why maybe attacks are more, if attacks are more prevalent lately, things like that. I mean, I'm sure that I've shared my sob story over a mug of ale or a few, so that's not a secret to him.
Mhm. He goes, "Oh yes, you told me the story, but this is the first time I've heard of who's behind it. I knew it was orcs, but I wasn't aware it was Cult of Talos."
Yeah, that's one of our adventures. I came across that knowledge, and it's proving to be a hard lead to follow. So, coming to you because the master of information,
Well, they're-
a lot about a lot of things.
Yeah, they're quite secretive, as you would imagine.
Mm.
Here in on the sword in a Neverwinter forest, they're mostly half orcs.
Mm-hmm.
Old Falcon at Falcon's hunting lodge, kind of has dealings with them. He's always being in the middle of Neverwinter forest. He always has to deal with the dangers of the forest, and the cult has been one of them. Whenever I see him, he tells me stories of his battles against the orcs. But I
Yes.
have heard a rumor about the Shrine of the Storms on the Sword Coast. It was a lighthouse in ages past. But occasionally, although it's not operational, has been operational for years due to the tendency of ships crashing nearby, which is the opposite of what a lighthouse should do. I'm sure you imagined. Occasionally, there have been sightings of half orcs entering the lighthouse. And
Wow, definitely something for me to check out.
he marks the location on the map for you that I assume you have laid out in front of you.
Hey, that was a limited edition map. That was worth a lot of money. It's no longer mint.
You took it out of the box.
Why would you do that? You know how
Because
hard it is to get maps in this day and age?
Quizlix is chewing on the corner of the map and looks up. What? Thank you so much for the information there. Like I said, there wasn't a lot to go on, but if anyone could point me in any direction, I knew you'd be able to.
Yeah, old Falcon at the hunting lodge, and he marks that on your map as well. Has had dealings with them, and the old lighthouse on the Sword Coast. I mean, the very name that's been giving the Shrine of the Storms. I think it just might be a place of worship for the cult occasionally. They might even be responsible for the shipwrecks.
Even being the because he's the god of storms. Yep, makes sense to me. Thank you so much. I pick up my flagon and I leave. I'm gonna leave 4 gold pieces for him.
Oh, that's quite a That's quite too much for a flag in the veil.
Mm. Well, consider it payment for the company as well. Thank you. And I don't take any back, and I walk away.
Oh, you're too kind.
Classy.
Well,
So it's evening at this point.
Just
You
real
start-
quick, has anybody like come down the stairs or wanted to go up while I'm doing this? Because I'm basically just throwing darts at like this lower area right here, and I realize it's right next to the stairs.
The only other people who are staying at the inn are the Reaver commanders. And they usually come in near the end of the night. Although one of them seems to be hanging out in the tavern this evening. Don John and Big Al have been in one of the other rooms, in a private room, having a romantic dinner together, but they've been just hanging out by themselves, exchanging stories.
Having a gentleman's discussion.
Other than that, there's been no one going up and down.
Okay, that's good. I didn't want to accidentally like hit somebody with a dart. Not that I would. I'm an expert dart thrower. I'm not gonna accidentally.
And it's beginning to rain as the as evening approaches. The first rain
That'll be good for the crops.
in weeks and weeks.
I don't know if how many of you have been around here that long, but there's an orchard just on north of town. Orchard. There's apples there.
Apples sound delicious. I enjoy them greatly.
Can you even eat?
I enjoy looking at them.
Ah.
They are red like me.
Wait, if we ran some apples through you, could we use you as a gin?
Little man.
Not a gin, but could we ferment apples inside you?
a distillery?
And just
That is quite different than a gym.
a gin.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Can we use him as a still? That
Yes, but he wouldn't be able to move.
You cannot use me as a still yet, but it can be managed in the near future. Give me about one long rest.
Well, the problem would be
Oh,
if you turned him into a still, then he wouldn't be able to move.
Ba-dum-bum.
I should have joked about that. That should have been my joke.
You had your chance.
I missed my chance too, making that joke. I was gonna say yeah, but that means you couldn't attack or move anywhere.
I'm just thinking about it. That'd be a nice little side hustle, Well, until you were attacked, and then being a still would probably make you kind of explosive. It was a
Rain's
thought.
getting heavier. Rain's getting heavier as the night goes on.
Is it like a it doesn't seem like some sort of horrible like bad rain. Like it's normal for this. It's not like a really bad storm. It's normal for this region. Excuse me. Made me sneeze.
Fairly normal. It's getting heavier, but
I'm glad I don't have to be out there.
Sure is coming down.
Were any of the two Reavers inside this bar one of the ones that killed the orcs that killed the shop owner?
the Reavers did not kill the shop owner.
No. No. Was any one of them one of the ones that killed the orcs that killed the shop owner?
You could ask Silene here.
Madam, were you in the vicinity of the shop in the middle of town during the invasion of orcs?
She goes, I was.
Did you? Were you one of the ones that killed the orcs that killed the shop owner? He was a dear friend of mine.
She just goes, I didn't see any shop owner be killed. I was just killing anything I saw.
Thank you very much for the information. Sorry for wasting your time. That is all. I was gonna see if she did ask some sort of like poetic thing, like I was missing the guy. BigFellow was sad because his friend is dead.
She goes, I've heard of your kind. I thought you were emotionless constructs.
I assure you, we do not show emotion, but we certainly feel it. We have to feel twice for the amount we cannot show.
This goes interesting.
And little man is just resting at his feet. He's in sleep mode, dreaming of robotic sheep.
Does his little robot leg kick every once in a while?
Yes.
Wonderful.
He knocks over a stool every time it happens.
But Tobin probably thinks it's cute. Tobin. I'd think it'd be cute.
But a lot more robotic sounding.
Every time Verikan's getting this, here, let me get that, and gets the stool and puts it exactly where it was. Oh, here, let me get that.
So, are there any quests that we could do on the morrow?
Oh yeah. Sorry I didn't come with y'all. I need to take a me day yesterday. You know how it is.
All is well, Elephant Man.
Oh yeah, Murook, did you get a new weapon? I forget.
I was going to, but I decided to wait until the next day. As I said, I wanted to make this a full me day.
Oh well, I mean, I just meant gameplay wise.
Gameplay wise, gameplay wise, I had not found a weapon I was looking for. I still need to find one.
Well, Tesla goes, that's right, you have to find one that speaks to you.
Yeah.
They say the weapon chooses the wielder.
You know what's a good weapon? A dart. You could probably throw one with your trunk.
I'm looking for something a little more close range.
We'll use the dart and don't let go of it. Swing
Yes.
and stab.
You could stab somebody with a dart. With your trunk.
You have
Why didn't
reach.
why didn't you just use your tusk?
I could, but
Can you? Do you actually have that as a?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
actually going to look that up.
yeah, I can whack someone with my trunk. It doesn't do that much damage.
Well, I think you said tusk.
Oh,
Yeah.
tusk? No. That wouldn't work
You
out.
can use it as a snorkel. I'm surprised I didn't give you. I guess not all Loxodon have trunks. Have tusks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty racist of you just to assume that.
That's why I said you could probably. I didn't assume it. I assumed it was a possible thing, as I am sure that at least one Loxodon has stabbed somebody to death with their trunk. I am going to
Probably.
go back to my darts now.
Yes.
I'm not from Ravnica. I don't know much about Loxodons.
Yeah, I mean, have you been to Ravnica in the last ever?
Isn't it? It's a plane of existence, right? It's not even on this plane.
No.
No, I have not been there. That sounds difficult to travel to.
Why, yes. Yes, it is.
How did you even get here?
I pissed off someone greatly.
Oh, can you get back?
Did you stab him with your trunk? Tusk?
No, I did not stab them with my trunk. I would rather not at this time. I would rather not say what I did, but let's just say I deserved what happened.
Mm.
Yeah.
Maybe get a little more mushroom wine in you, and you can tell us the story. Are you still obsessed with that?
No,
No.
I have my taste for it has waned.
Tomlin, one mushroom wine, please.
He just goes, haha. Oh, you're serious?
Well, I
Oh.
was, not anymore. You're not getting a tip.
One of you asked about what quests you have. The last time we looked at the quest board, was a quest to go to the loggers' camp and deliver some supplies. And the loggers' camp is located within Neverwinter Wood.
Christopher Robin's ghost. We could do that tomorrow.
That is correct. I like the forest. I am made of potwood, so it'd be like seeing my old family.
You're technically not.
I thought there were bits of me that were made of wood and stone.
Oh,
And maybe
by
you
the way-
fixed up some stuff from that wood.
oh yeah. Did we ever split those wages we got from that?
Yeah,
yeah.
we did it from last games, but Chris, how much does Zyzzyx and Murook get?
We wrote it down. We wrote it down before. Got to scroll up in the chat.
I see one 9 gold, 1 silver, 3 copper. No, I'm sorry. That went to the alms box. I think all of us got. There it was. I see it. 20 gold, 24 silver, and 20 copper.
20, 24, 20.
And then there was that amount from the wage bag from the ranch too.
Does that include the ranch quest?
I don't think so. That was I forget exactly if that was our second thing or our first thing we did.
Yeah, because you had the wages, then you had the ranch quest. That was what you turned in.
Find the chat history, as I wrote it in the chat history.
There should be a way to search. Clear. Might be DM only. Either way, you got at least some of it. We should really start.
I'm really not super worried.
I was just wanting to make sure I had everything
That
up to
sounds
date.
about right. There is 6 of us, so
Yeah, I'm not.
20 gold each
I'm
sounds about right.
Oh, we have a
totally
shared inventory thing in our journal, and we've not written anything down in it.
Oh, we should do that.
Yeah,
All right, let me.
I'll start keeping track.
All right,
Shared inventory. How fun!
we got the alms box.
Look, there's a notable NPC thing.
Oh, I've
I
been
wrote
looking
for
through.
you that hasn't been updated since the gnomes.
The total thing we have in the petty cash alms box is 13 gold, 1 silver, and 3 copper.
Gold, silver.
Oh, I believe as of the last game, no one had attuned to sending stones.
Correct.
Has that been? Is that changed?
No, if any of us want to do that, we probably should decide that.
Okay.
Anyone can do it, even NPCs.
I was gonna say, should we maybe give one to someone around here to call us for help?
It has
in
a
case
range,
they need it.
not a. It has a range, I believe.
Ooh.
It does.
Sending stone.
You cast sending.
Oh,
Which
I'm sorry. Sending has. I believe sending has no range on it, just as long as you're on the same plane. So.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I would say like sending is like the way like wizards communicate.
Yes, I apologize. I thought it was a like a walkie-talkie message. So yes, we could do that.
I say
know-
we give it. I say we ask if Tobin or somebody would.
So here's the part where the game freezes, and like a Mass Effect or Telltale game, and it has 3 choices:
Yeah.
Thistle, Tobin, or Ander.
My vote is for
Who will
Thistle.
you give? Who will you give the sending stone to?
I would vote
Well-
Thistle.
I would vote Tobin.
What about Silene?
Come on.
No,
Billy.
we don't want. We don't. I don't think. I don't think these Reavers are up to good.
They're going to start making trouble in a neighborhood.
We got one little fight and
Toblin will get scared.
Yeah, Tobin's a brave guy. It's a Harbin that's the wuss.
Okay, Harbin will get scared. You're moving with the auntie and uncle and never winter, whatever winter.
I was going to say the exact same thing. Beat me to it.
Were you gonna even do that fake rhyme? Never winter.
I was going to do Neverwinter, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I plan at some point seeing once Silene is, once there's no Reavers around here, maybe try and see how Toblin feels about them.
Okay.
But I don't want them to hear me. I'm scared of them.
Well,
Is what I really mean.
You have asked him about them before.
But now
and-
what I want to know more is how he feels about. I guess we could whisper how he feels about them being named the official protector.
Yeah, the other one's far away enough.
Okay.
You can ask him.
So Toblin,
Um,
what's your take on the Reavers being named the official town protector? How do you feel about that? I know
Well,
that they.
all I know is a few years back, when Phandalin was a newer town, this gang called the Red Brands kind of took over the place. And it was not a good time, but some adventurers came by and got him to leave, like wiped him out, which I'm very thankful for. So I'm personally not a fan of occupation, as you can imagine.
Oh, yeah.
But they're not exactly occupying anything.
Well,
um,
yet, right?
They are mercenaries, and they've been hired to protect the town. And they did a good job of it the other night when we were attacked.
Yeah. Guess
And-
that's true. Can't argue with the results.
true enough.
They have a reputation.
Mm.
But it seems since their leaders have been in town, they've been on very good behavior.
Yeah. See, that's the other thing is that, they're really not working for Phandalin. They're working for the Miners Guild.
Well, the
And-
miners have a big investment in this town. That's the reason why it was reclaimed.
Sure.
Be convenient to be a convenient town for the miners to go about their business.
Yeah. Just things to think about.
So, anyway, in regards to like passing the sending stone, I still think it should be Thistle who gets it because she normally moves about the bar. She'd be in the perfect position to eavesdrop and let us know of any dastardly deeds about to happen.
Oh, you want to approach her about this?
I would love to.
Okay.
Do we need to? We do have some dissent among the party, though.
Oh, okay, that is true. We do
You
have
know
some-
what? I think Tobin would be better, but I have a feeling you're going to go for Thistle anyways.
Or could we convince you that Thistle is the right call?
Can we roll for it?
Can we persuade?
Sure, why not? Roll. Can I call for a persuasion check?
I,
Okay, persuade me.
I am not going to try to persuade you.
Perception.
I
Sorry,
am
roll
bad.
one.
I will add that, like, Thistle has kind of been one of your best friends, Murook, since you've came here.
I just, yeah, okay, fine. You have persuaded me.
Mhm.
She
Give it to Thistle.
She looks at the sending stone. She goes, "You want me to have it?"
We
You
want
seem
you
to
to,
be the optimal choice.
we want you to hold it, honey.
Don't call her honey.
I
Come
thought that
on,
was
man.
her name. She was sweet like honey. Also, she comes from a bee.
Quizlik slaps you in your face with his tail.
I just got Liz slapped.
She who has the other one?
Now that I do not care about. I don't have any.
You know what? Can I have it?
Go for it. You've got the most HP. You're likely going to hang on the longest.
And the biggest
Alright.
ears. You'll be able to hear it.
That's
Fair
true.
enough.
Just like all Loxodons, I assume, right? And I glare at Dardagon.
They're huge ears.
I'm not a
So,
Loxodon. Why are you looking at me?
So you each place a sending stone in your pocket, and you're told when you squeeze it and think about the person you want to communicate with that they should hear your thoughts. I think there's some limitations on the amount of words.
Yeah, I believe it's 25 words for.
Yeah.
So Murook's gonna stick his hand in his pocket and move it around while he's thinking about Thistle.
Oh. But she takes the stone, just kind of squeezes it, and just goes, "Hello, can you hear me?" Well, like she goes like in like the basement, and she whispers into the stone, "Hello, can you hear me?" And Murook, you hear the stone. You feel the stone kind of vibrate and heat up slightly in your pocket.
And it
And and so you grab the stone, place it in your palm, and you hear her voice inside your head.
Oh, not the worst thing that's been inside my head, mind you. Wait, how many charges does it have?
I don't think.
And did we just waste?
You know, if you read the item, once sending is cast through the stones, they can't be used again until the next dawn. Well, good job.
Hey, it's gonna be done.
You're
It's gonna
right.
be done right
You're
away.
right. You're right. It's not 24 hours.
Yeah, so you just reply. You just reply yes, and then she tries to do it again. Nothing happens.
To the next dawn.
So neat.
Maybe
Once.
explain.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna put that I've already used the charge for today. Okay.
At least we know it works, right?
Yeah. Right. And it appears that it is once a day, so only in emergencies this will. But I can't imagine anyone better than you to have this.
I, for one, am glad that magic items come with an instruction booklet.
Sending stones are fairly common, right? Not common in official D&D terms, but
They're on the lower end of rarity. So
yeah.
You can go to a local magic shop and probably find a sending stones.
I can
It's
make
not
one with a long rest, so it's not that hard for me to come up with another batch of stones.
Really? Are you just saying that? Because we maybe could start selling them.
Well, it's one of those things that I could create, but they only have a limited amount of items I can create. If I make not too many setting stones, I'll have to get rid of one of the things that I've made in the past, like the my jug of mayonnaise.
jug of infinite mayo.
Oh, we can't get rid of that.
No, we need that. We
No.
never know when that's going to come.
Why?
That's going to be a key to
Okay,
being the
one.
big bad
Oh,
dragon.
wait. We have a jug of infinite mayo.
We have a jug of infinite various things, but mayo is the most common request.
Yeah, remember we put BigFellow put an alchemy jug inside Little Man.
Yep, he can pee comically any liquid that we want.
Yep.
So why are we? Oh, you know what? I don't like where this is going.
But guess where the spout is located?
I don't have to.
His
I
left
can
ear.
absolutely.
His left ear. I don't know why everybody was getting all shocked with that. That's where it is.
This left ear is where it is.
How did you?
So he's been shooting mail out of his left ear, it's like some bizarre ear infection.
When requested.
Not all the time. Don't be weird.
Why is it from my ear?
This is probably two going break the ear or something.
Sarah's like, I don't get it. What's so funny? So it's like the night just seems to be getting going though. Like normally you guys drink until like midnight and stuff, but it's about like 9 o'clock, and you see Jarble, the huge reaver, walk into the bar, and he just goes, "All right, curfew, everyone, back to your homes."
Hell no.
But we are home.
Well,
And upstairs. Bar's closed. Curfew.
A drink.
Is this guy for real? I asked
Can I-
Tobin.
Yes, I believe he is.
I'm gonna ask him
Tobin goes,
if I have a drink.
trying to trick me. Bar's closed.
Give it
So,
some-
but Tobin
No, I
speaks
tried
up
to
and goes,
convince him. Let me use my 20 charisma. Come on.
Guys,
okay, and what do you say to him?
I say, hey baby, relax. Let me buy you a drink.
He goes, it has been a rough day.
Yeah,
Okay, last call.
nice.
That's the spirit.
huzzah!
Goes up to the bar.
What is Silene? Does she react to when he changes his mind on curfew?
She just kind of rolls her eyes.
Nice.
Goes back up to Ander.
Come on,
Goes like, well, looks
Silene.
like I have one drink left in me. Big boy.
I try to
Oh.
catch his eye and give him a wink, and I make sure I back away.
Me being the very
reckon I'm
good
not the
sentry
twice.
that I am, or have been, semi-reluctantly pout. I mean, not reluctantly pout, but I pout as I'm like, yeah, we should probably stick to curfew for now. I go ahead and head on home to wherever I sleep.
Yeah, you pouring rain. Still. When Jarble walked in, he's soaking wet.
Little
Dripping
man,
on the floor.
give
He
me
doesn't
an
even-
umbrella.
He doesn't even wipe his feet. He doesn't even wipe his feet. He just walks in.
Wow.
Little man vomits up an umbrella, like a full umbrella right at D'Artagnan's feet.
It's one of those self-opening ones. Thank you. Head
Let me
on.
tell her. I guess it's
Well, I'm
time for
glad
us
I
to
don't have
head
to-
out.
Yeah, you all kind of make your way out. Verikan, I don't know where you live. I guess you live in the porta potties. We found
That's where he goes down into the Underdark where he lives.
Oh yeah.
Not
It's
that
always
dark.
down there.
If I recall, there's another inn in the town. He's probably at that one.
Yeah.
Oh, you're at the Rough Inn, the Sleeping Giant.
Sure.
Okay.
And
Um.
also, Joey, I am gonna do before I leave the building. Do Druid craft this one?
Uh-huh.
I just sent the
Uh-huh.
message in there. It's not anything crazy. I'm just curious how long the rain's gonna last. I put it in
Okay.
chat to have the effect that it does.
Basically, you
So
can predict the weather.
It doesn't. It's not like I have to say it'll last 16 minutes. It'll be approximately how long it'll last.
I have no idea. That is the text. You interpret that as you will, and tell me what the picture looks like.
Okay.
It's gonna rain!
It's going
It's gonna
right.
rain.
Great.
Rain and sideways. Thanks, Ollie.
What do you want? I want some soup. What kind? Sugar.
It just yells at you. It's going right.
I nod.
Who said that, Dustin?
That was
Dustin, you say that?
Yeah.
Get an inspiration point. That made me laugh.
Nice.
that's
Um,
early Family
but,
Guy too. That's like original run
yeah,
Family Guy. The reference.
It's going right. Okay, so you try to predict, see how long this rain will last. You're getting some strange, let's say strange readings, but like, kind of have a hard time predicting. Give me a nature check.
Ooh.
13. You think it might let up by the morning. But you take note that it was a very sudden rain.
Okay.
When you returned to town, there didn't seem to be any clouds in the sky.
Interesting. Okay.
Murook, you're still at the bar though. As Tobin serves a jar of all the drinks, he goes, "This curfew's gonna be bad for business. If last call's at 9 o'clock in the afternoon." Drubble just takes his pint of ale, chugs it down. He goes, "Boss's orders, not my call."
You know, sometimes you have to sacrifice freedom for safety, and that's how it goes.
Yep, and as everyone leaves, you see the Reavers patrolling the street. Some of them are ushering people along, get back to their houses. Some a little rougher than might be necessary. But everyone seems to be heading back to their houses. Some are complaining like you were a few minutes ago about having a curfew. And as you leave, you see the rest of the Reavers come back into the inn. Helia gives you a curt little nod as she enters the building. They head right back upstairs. Murook, you see them head upstairs.
I guess it might be time for me to head on up myself.
Yep, and Silene finishes up her drink and she goes with them.
Yep.
And everyone gets a long rest.
Wait, does my door still have the silence rune on it?
It seems to refresh itself every day.
As I walk into my door, I just roll my eyes and enjoy the benefits of it.
Yeah, you can't hear anything else like when you're in that room, so it's just pitch silence. Might be kind of disturbing.
That actually, people kind of go crazy when they're in that level of silence in real life. They have rooms that are so silent you can hear your freaking heart.
Yeah, with
You hear the blood
not even
in your ears.
Yeah.
Good point.
All right, I am
You
taking
want me to-
a long rest and redoing some spells, maybe. Ooh, I get a new cantrip too at level 4. I didn't even realize that.
nice.
You mean you could get a true strike?
I don't think so. No, I can't.
I think I gave Sarah True Strike.
Oh.
Yeah, I gave Sarah True Strike.
I'd have True Strike. I don't know what it is, but I got it.
It gives you advantage on your first attack next turn. It's actually one of the worst cantrips in the game. It's because it's only beneficial in very niche situations in
Well, it's a
battle.
cantrip though, so
Yeah,
That's a
but
cantrip.
it costs an action to use. So you
Yeah.
basically give up your current turn to be able to have advantage on the next one.
Yeah.
hmm.
There may be times when you want to do that, like if you're trying to like really I don't know, shoot a poison at somebody. But otherwise, it's really only useful for a couple of subclasses that let you attack when you cast a spell.
It's not all about attacking. Sometimes there's roleplay reasons for cantrips.
Yes,
Yeah,
that is. I'm sure there are reasons to use True Strike for that in like a guidance sort of way, but otherwise, it is kind of shit.
I also remember, Dustin, I think barbarians have a like one of their skills is like they get advantage on like the first attack they do during a battle.
That is,
It's reckless attack.
yeah.
I was thinking with like
But-
the True Strike ability,
but-
if Chaka could get
but-
like a William Tell kind of situation.
Yeah, I'm not saying that she's not going to be able to use it ever or that it's never going to be good. I'm just saying that like on average, when looking at like your normal like gameplay wise battle thing, it's interesting because it's only good for very niche scenarios. I'm all for being creative with like things that are mundane. So Sarah, if you can think up a way to like blow my mind with that, go for it.
But here's the thing about reckless attack. I get advantage, but so does anything attacking me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
kind of
I
like
trade
those
on.
orcs that we've been fighting. They basically have that.
but since I'm
That's why you
attacking
want
it,
that
but
advantage.
since I have I'm having a range that reach, you know, if it's not that I have ways around it, but it's still, you know, as the name implies, reckless.
Yep.
So it's the next morning.
Did the rain subdue?
The rain stopped during the night, but it's all muddy and gross outside.
Mm.
So you slosh through.
At the shop
all
at the
muddy.
shop in town, there's a wake.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
Are
you
they
go all
selling
10.
them?
I'm standing guard in front of the open casket.
Oh, they wouldn't have left that casket open.
No.
It's hurting the sales. They had to close it.
Mhm. Wait,
Kind of get out, kind of like meet up with the group and like search. Yeah, I had a horrible night last night because I went to bed at 9:30 and woke up at like 4 a.m. I know we're adventurers and we're usually waking up at like 6 a.m., but 4 a.m.
we're not morning people.
No, I had to like I was awake, wide awake by the time the crows crowed. Not the crows crowed. The roosters crowed.
I do not sleep.
You should be very grateful for that.
Well, it'd be nice to hear a rooster crow, but I haven't heard the rooster crow in a few days because, you know, silence room.
Have you ever considered just getting a different room?
Honestly, I'm seriously considering it now. Under the condition that no silence room be put on it.
That'd be a good condition.
You have gotten the impression that they've been letting you stay at the inn for free because you saved Thistle when you first arrived here as a goodwill gesture. And Stonehill, being a good man, will probably let that keep going for a while. But it has been about a month since you've been living in that tavern.
I guess I could ask if he wants to hire me on as so I can still stay there. Like, I mean, as a Well, at least part-time. Adventure's still got an adventure, you know?
If you seek gainful employment, I know of a place that is looking for a position to be filled. How good are you at selling things at a tailor shop?
My dex ain't that good, so I don't think that'd be of the best ideas.
If you change your mind, I know the owners.
I will keep that in mind, and I appreciate you for suggesting it.
I head over to the Shrine of Luck while they're doing all that stuff, and I pay my respects by flipping a coin and seeing what it lands on.
Roll. Yep.
Heads. That's all I do.
Happen.
Oh, nothing happens. It's just
one often doesn't have miracles happen at the shrine.
No, yeah, just praying, but praying to the Shrine of Luck by flipping a coin.
So like when you open the door first thing in the morning, even just like the smallest noise is like is like a cannonball in your ears.
Yeah, I think that's the last night I'm going to be sleeping in that room. I've had quite enough of that. I'll
take you to the message board.
Can you believe they just leave these old messages up and just, let them get darker? Paint them over with orange?
You see some new ones posted.
Oh.
Before the rain started.
Let's see what we got here. Axholm quest. Embedded in the mountains south of Phandalin is an ancient dwarven fortress, Axholm, which has been sealed for years. If a dragon attack is imminent, the people of Phandalin can evacuate and take refuge there. To that end, someone needs to open the fortress and make it safe. So, do we want to play trading spaces and we renovate a fort?
Well, there's...
Was that Joey?
Oh, well, I see. This will basically be the Helm's Deep for Phandalin. There's an attack.
It's more like Hat Shallow. Dragon Barrow quest. The dragon that besets us is not the first to threaten this region. Betwixt here and Neverwinter lies the Barrow mound of a warrior whose magical dragon-slaying sword helped fell a green dragon terrorizing the high road a century ago. Rumor has it the Dragon Slayer's sword is buried there. Retrieve it and let the sword be its own reward. That's not a good quest. That's just like a
yeah, someone's just like, hey.
Rumor. Some little kid's like, I want to make a quest and put it on the board. Daddy is like, okay, make a quest.
Just some guy who wanted to use the word betwixt.
Woodland Man's quest. The orcs have fallen under the sway of evil spellcasters in Neverwood and have been sighted in growing numbers near Falcon's hunting line. The spellcasters dwell here in a ruined manse. I think we lost a Craig. The spellcasters dwell in a ruined manse. Falcon needs someone to make a preemptive strike against it. Destroy the evil in the manse, and then expect him to reward you.
But does that mean the orcs that attack the towns are mind-controlled?
I don't know. What the hell is a manse?
A raider.
The house occupied by the
now recording
Presbyterian Church. It's a clergy house.
If these magic guys are mind-controlling orcs, maybe that'll help with the string of orc invasions, like limit the numbers.
And didn't we have somebody we need to talk to at the lodge?
Old Falcon there.
Falcon.
I don't see anything about mind control in that quest. Oh, yeah, should.
I, for one, think that if we are going to protect ourselves from the Dagron, We do need that dagger slaying sword.
Dragon Slayers.
Are you okay, good? Are you okay, man?
I
You're
got
sounding a little.
very little sleep last night because, well, actually, I got the right amount. I just woke up really early.
I obviously have some vested interest in talking to Falcon at Falcon's Hunting Lodge, but I do really like the idea of a Dragon Slayer sword.
As do I.
As do I.
Which of us are the sword users, by the way? I'm a dartist. I have little.
Well, I could
sword.
technically use a. I could technically use a sword.
I mean, I could too.
I
but-
don't care. I just want one of us to have it. It sounds cool.
Chaka uses
Yeah.
I have,
Chaka
a,
with the sword?
I have a long sword too.
Well,
So-
I'm the barbarian, so I can use.
Fine, give it to the elephant man.
I was gonna say, yeah, Tusky here has been looking for a new sword anyway.
That's true.
Let's get
And
him a Dragon Slayer sword. Let's
yeah,
do it.
and he is the one of the tanky people with lots of health, apparently. So
Yeah. I tend to turn my hands into swords when I need them.
right.
use the muscle.
So
I think
not
that's
to
about
not to take us away from the two quests near Neverwinter Wood, but I mean, we've seen the dragon twice now. I fainted, I think, both times.
It's
I'd
true.
probably faint less. I'd probably faint less if one of us had a magical sword killing, dragon killing sword that can probably also kill
I
swords.
swore the Drogon
The Dagron sword killing slayer.
It's a sword that kills swords that kills dragons.
Yes, very useful.
All right, but okay, you've convinced me again. Let's go find this. Let's go find this
Well,
sword.
it says it's buried.
Well,
Well,
I'm going to go buy a shovel.
yes, let's go. Actually, I go and join him and buy it. I think 2 people having shovels is better than 1.
Little man goes, if it's buried, boy, I could dig it.
That is true, but just in case you're out of commission, I'd like to have a shovel. Why the hell is a shovel 2 gold?
Wow.
Yeah!
Because they're extremely easy to make.
I guess that makes sense.
Oh, gold. Okay, yeah.
Gold, yes.
That is pretty expensive. Yeah.
I mean, it can be used as a club, but
Oh, I actually do. I've been looking. Well, is it bludgeon or slashing?
Sword is not
no, I mean, the shovel would be an improvised weapon that I, as a DM, would count to be some sort of club.
Or you could use it to like sharpen the edge of it to use that as a little blade.
If we can somehow use them as javelins, let's buy a lot of them, so that way we can throw them in spades.
Javelins are way
That's-
less expensive.
That was good. That was really good.
Yeah.
Right.
I did with
Yeah.
something that flew over my head, but I
Oh,
get it
now
now.
I get it now.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I now have a shovel, a shovel, so we can board.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get a shovel too. Well,
I want a shovel too.
I'm a trendsetter, yay!
I'm not gonna get one.
Levels first.
Or I just
Oh,
like take away
come
2
on.
gold.
Yeah, go to the equipment.
I'll get a pickaxe.
Manage equipment.
Yeah, it might be stuck into a rock or something. It's been like 100 years.
to go. Okay.
The right one.
Okay, we
They all
have
come
some
back.
dragon
Everybody's
bar.
got these like big old big Undertaker shovels, and I come back and like, oh, I got a garden shovel with trough.
Another word shovel.
Shovel.
Diggy dig.
Diggy.
Alright, so
It's a shovel. There's the word shovel down
You
there.
do it.
There's the word shovel down here.
I see it. Okay. Alright.
Now we have a shovel.
plus just so you know it. Let's go down to Right. So there's a few places that you found out about. Falcon's Hunting Lounge is here.
Okay.
Neverwinter Wood. Found out about Tower of Storms. Actually, misspoke. It was the Tower of Storms, not the Shrine of Storms.
Oh. I gotta change my notes.
It is kind of a slip up because it is being used.
Whatever.
It's fine.
Excuses, excuses.
Okay, right there.
Got it.
And the Dragon Barrow located right here.
Should we grab grab a couple of quests and do
I mean,
the
we
wild
could always
out?
we can circle as we
Well, I
circle
mean, like,
back.
you don't
around.
have to, you don't have to do one at a time.
Yeah.
I mean, I can put the rest of the quests in your inventory if you want.
Sounds like a plan. We could probably, you know what? We could probably do the Dragon Barrow and then swing back and do the Tower of Storms.
Yeah.
That's not a quest though, just so you
Oh,
know.
that's
That's
just-
just a place you can go.
That's yeah, it's just an investigation. Do it for Zyzzyx.
Zyzzyx. And where is Axholm already on the map?
I guess I can show you the rest of the places.
We know where they are.
Would we know? I mean, I assume that
Yeah.
that the quest kind of makes it clear where they are.
It's actually close to the Dwarven excavation in Nomergrad.
Okay, I see that.
Kind of pretty close to you, so it's not it won't be much of a hike if.
Yeah, we
people
could
fan
go to
it.
Axholm, get onto the high road, and then just travel.
Yeah.
To the
What
Barrow.
if we've seen Cryovane once? What if I think we need to go straight to the sword? I'm scared of him.
Right.
So
The sooner we get that
Neverwinter
sword, the
Wood-
sooner traveling will be safer.
Where was the fort? Is that
Sea's
Dragon Barrow?
Queen Circle.
Oh, Axholm was that. I'm sorry. Dragon Barrow. Dragon Barrow is the
Dragon Barrow. It's the one they.
It's
yes.
it's where the sword. It's where the sword is.
swords. So
Yes,
I say
but-
we do that.
Oh, yeah.
So you know, in Neverwinter Forest, Loggers Camp is located by this river. Falcon's Hunting Lodge, sort of nearby, but close to there is that's where the Woodland Man's.
We could just say that, come back to Cronyberry and make our way back there. Just do a clockwise thing for the
Yeah.
north.
Now, to go to the Loggers Camp, you're going to have to deliver the provisions.
Oh right.
Yeah. So we would have to do the Loggers Camp first.
I don't know, not necessarily.
Well, what kind of provisions were they? They're not like perishable food. They're are they supplies?
Yeah, it supplies us so they can last the winter or season.
So, well, we
So
could
I
deliver.
imagine they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
imagine
think we
they're
should
not
take it with
perishable.
us.
You can ask the the provisions guy in
Okay, that's the provisions guy.
Phandalin. So you can talk to Barthen. Up here.
Barthen!
He has the things that you need. He's also the
Barthen, I
blacksmith, but he
hear
runs the
you
provision
need
shop.
some provisions delivered north of here in never-ending woods.
Never-ending story.
The Never Woods.
Neverwinter, and there's Neverember, and there's Neverend. Barthen, I hear you need supplies delivered.
Hold on, I'm just reading the page here.
No worries.
Yeah, he mentions that to kind of bypass the taxes of Neverwinter. He uses his the runner of the camp uses his half brother Harbin to kind of like be the middleman to deliver him the goods, and
I see we're doing this under the table then.
Well, it's not quite under the table, but
More to the side.
The side of the table.
It's food stuff such as dried meats, blocks of cheese, loaves of bread.
So it's not something that's going to spoil in a day or so. It's all been prepared for to last.
That's of ale and oil.
Okay.
It's so they can have enough. Since it's so far away from towns, it's so they can have food and supplies for the next few months.
How much is it? I mean, how much weight-wise, or how many barrels or whatnots? Should we rent a horse and cart?
Well, he offers you an ox that can pull the provisions for you.
Oh, that works.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to head up that way, and we have one stop to make on the way. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't something that was that was time sensitive.
Oh no, this food will last for at least a couple months.
Now, if we get hungry, does that mean we can have some of it and know it's for the camp?
Well, it's supposed to feed 12 people who works at the loggers camp, so I wouldn't steal their food. You said you would stop on your way. You said you're making a stop on your way to the camp.
Yes, there's a place we want to stop at on the way up there. So
it has a sword.
Are you stopping by Old Falcon's place?
We'll probably hit that afterward. I think we're going to hit the provisions place first, and then head to Falcon's after that.
I thought we were going to get the sword.
It is a long trek to the camp. You might not be able to make it there in a day. Heading to Falcons may ultimately save you some time and headaches, so you won't get lost in the middle of the night.
I mean, we could camp, but why? Does he have a map?
Well, he lives in the woods. He knows that place like the back of his hand.
So do you think
it's a safe spot? It's a beacon of light in an otherwise dark place. If you,
it just seemed like the place where you wanted to deliver the provisions was on the river. So if we follow the river, we'd get there.
That's kind of, if you're looking at the map, that's kind of almost taking the long way, really. But that is the way to get there.
The thing is that we wanted to stop and get
the sword.
The sword.
Sword. Yeah, that's the given. We're going to the Dragon's Barrow first, and then we're figuring out everything after that.
Yeah.
Oh well. I was hoping it would be a pretty straightforward trip because I need this ox back as soon as possible.
Ah, shoot. All right, maybe that's not the one. Oh, but we'll be up there.
Well, do you want to go the other way then? Do you want to? Well, no, because we're still going to make a round trip anyway. Well, how about
maybe let's not take the provisions. Just go up there, and then either do the loggers camp or not. Yeah, not loggers camp. The manse.
Maybe what we can do. Joey, can you take us back to the other map, please?
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Maybe we could do this time is
too many maps.
Okay.
So maybe what we could do instead is this time head up to the Dragon Barrow, then down to the tower, Axholm, and this time just make a trip there.
Yeah, counterclockwise. That would work. I will say we know that the tower isn't necessarily a quest, but just a place of interest.
And then what we can do is, then when we take the ox, we just make a straight beeline to Falcon. He tells us how to get to the loggers camp.
Perfect.
We can, and we make our way to Woodland Lane. So,
or something awful happens at Dragonbear and we have to come straight back to town. The best laid plans. Huh?
That could happen. So, what say you, rest of the party? Do you think Dragon Barrow to Tower to Axholm? Back to Phandalin?
You guys want to be efficient, don't you?
Look, we're just tired of coming back here every time, and then we have to have curfew. It's probably gonna be dark anyway. We're gonna be stuck outside anyway, so.
Oh yeah,
It suits me well. I like it.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. I mean, it's
onward party.
Sounds like a good time no matter what. So
I mean, I look back at Martin. It's like, next time, make sure you have an extra ox. Now wait a little longer, right?
Yeah,
One ox.
What do you think his plan B is if we don't take his quest?
I mean, what if we just leave with the ox and never come back?
What do you want to do that?
What if that? And I'm saying this in earshot of him. What if that what was the thing that we fought was the not the griffin but the manticore? What if there's another manticore out there who just comes and eats the ox? On the way back, we drop off the provisions, we come back, and it wants a snack.
I'm not gonna give it myself, so.
Well, exactly, Anyway, Barton, thank you very much. We'll be back next time.
For the ox.
For the ox, then I'll leave.
He goes, okay. I'll come again.
Y'all coming back now, you hear?
As we're leaving, I'm like, dragons like to eat oxen, right?
That's what I
can
hear.
I just
We'll use it as bait.
Then I guess if everybody has all the shovels they need.
We have the shovels.
I specifically did not get one, and I am worried it's going to come and bite me.
You're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret it. Too
You
late.
know what?
We bought all the shovels. No shovels left.
Yep. All right.
So are you following the road?
We will. Do you want to follow the road? It's probably the safest. All right. Well, we'll make a beeline when we get to the intersection to Dragon Barrow.
I mean, this would probably go here, then go here, then there.
It's longer but safer, but
If you take the road, it will actually take you most of the day. But if you go by there, you cut across the plain that it might cut off. That's about 50 miles either way.
no, you started at the your thing wasn't starting at Phandalin, so I think it's gonna be 35 if we go straight to Dragon Barrow.
I would say it'll still be light by the time you reach.
Yeah, I don't wanna dig up an ancient warrior's grave at night.
I've seen that movie. It's called Jason Lives.
Spoiler, he lived. Let's do that, and then we can camp overnight, and then see if we can find this Tower of Storms.
Yep.
I think that's our plan, Joey. We're gonna beeline at 35 miles to Dragon Barrow.
Okay.
Roll for dragon.
Unless that would take longer than using the road for the extra 10 miles.
No, that means
Using
you
the
reach there.
Pythagorean
before
theorem.
nightfall, basically.
What? He was what? What?
Oh, that's why they call it Dragon Barrow. Oh god, this is just like Doom. We're gonna have to take the thing out of the
What?
In the new Doom games, there are Titans that are basically stopped because at some point they were stabbed with Doom swords.
So it's pretty uneventful. Besides the occasional rain when you get there. Not a heavy rain, just a light rain.
It's like 3 drops.
Yeah, just 3 drops of rain.
They all hit me.
Corellin kept the rain pretty light.
She knows I'm an unbeliever.
Gorilla knows
Do we
that
have an unbeliever among us?
that's got to be Dart.
It's not that I'm an unbeliever. It's that I throw my allegiance to Timora, goddess of good luck.
There are no non-believers. There are only those who are still in the dark.
Well said. Well said. Verikan.
Oh, nicely done.
Inspiration.
Oh, I'm not
As you
here.
approach, you see a large, almost like a hill. But you see a man on horseback kind of approaching you. Seems to be a good distance away, but you can see, looks like a man on horseback is heading your direction.
Human, not orc.
That'll give me perception.
Hey,
12.
It does not look like an orc. It looks like a man on a horse.
Could be a mork.
Can BigFellow do a history check on this area if he knows anything about this location?
Yeah. I mean, anyone can. It's like you heard on the quest card. There was a warrior that fought a dragon, and with 20. You heard the stories that her name was Lady Tanamir,
The dragon or the slayer?
the Slayer. Lady Tanamir.
I'm guessing the Slayer.
Aldenhar. She was a royal scion of Neverwinter more than a century ago. You've heard the story told that with 2 parties of adventurers, she fought and killed a dragon, Azrika, a green dragon that terrorized the high road. She
think
died
you
in
would-
battle and was laid to rest beneath where the dragon fell. Remains of her fallen compatriots and the corpse of Azrika.
Did the
Azrika
dragon fall on
sealed.
her?
What do you say?
Did the dragon fall on her? She was laid to rest under the dragon.
Maybe that's how she died. She slayed him and then it fell on her. I don't know. But she was laid within. But she was laid to rest in the barrow beneath where the dragon fell, along with her compatriots. The 20, you basically learn the whole story.
Well,
I imagine it'd be BigFellow recanting this tale to everyone in the party, in audiobook fashion.
Beep, turn the page.
please turn tape over.
Well, I'm going to.
The man on the horse seems to be getting closer.
I just shout out.
Does he look?
He's
Does he look?
like meeting you. He's like meeting you as you
Hail!
heading in the opposite direction as you're heading towards the burrow. He's getting closer to you.
I hail him.
Can I speak telepathically to his horse?
You can try.
I say, in horse, telepathically, I ask if the master is good to them.
I love this. You're doing
You have a
silly
hard-
thing,
you have
but
a hard time.
pertinently.
Excuse me?
You have a hard time finding the horse.
What? I thought he was on the horse.
When I hail, is there any response back from the man?
He does raise his hand, lets out a holler. He goes, "Hail and well meant," but he's still fairly far away.
Oh, we wait. Why don't we wait for him? He seems nice and friendly, and we can see what he has to say for himself.
Let's wait for him then. Chaka is apparently not getting a read on the horse, is kind of suspicious.
Yes.
I assume she said that. It's like, hello, horse.
Yeah.
Hello.
The horse is talking to me now?
No, you're supposed to be talking to the horse.
I'm trying to talk to this horse here.
And he's not, and he ain't talking back.
Or she. I don't know.
Apparently. No, they.
Does the horse have very prominent genitalia? I will roll a
Please don't.
Yeah, get your mind out of the gutter. Get it out of the gutter, dirty gun.
I just want to know if it's male or female.
It doesn't matter.
You're such a weirdo.
So as you get closer, you notice that the rider is the horse.
What?
Oh,
It's a
no.
centaur.
In a centaur.
You got
gallops
us.
up close to you.
Yeah, nice.
Is he wearing pants?
Does it matter?
I want to know how he's wearing pants.
For his
Wearing
sake,
it.
it's-
I suspect it's a kilt, if anything.
That
Does
would
that mean
make
that
sense.
was a spell?
And then just
So the
go next
centaur
to
rides up to you.
Artigon and cover his eyes.
Cover your eyes, child. He goes, "Greetings, adventurers. I hope I did not startle you."
Yeah, you can hope that all you want.
I felt a strange sensation in my mind as I approached. Was that you?
It was I. I was trying to communicate. Do you speak horse?
Nay.
Inspiration point.
He goes,
Right.
but he looks at you like he's heard this 1,000 times. He goes, "I do not natively speak horse, no. I will forgive you, though, for trying to communicate with me in that way. You did not know better."
We couldn't make out if we thought you were a rider up until the last, I don't know, like 15 feet or so.
Understand.
We mean no offense.
None taken. You are forgiven. My name is Xanth.
I can tell by your name tag, yes.
Yes. That's why I wear it. It's just a friendly reminder.
A centaur named
this is-
Xanth.
Are you heading towards the burrow?
We have come seeking the sword used to fell a dragon, rumored to be buried with the Slayer. While we understand desecrating and grave robbing is not very good thing to do, we believe the sword would be very well would be very well to have in defense of the white dragon that is currently terrorizing the region.
Oh yes, I've seen. You call it Cryovane, yes?
I believe so.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen it once or twice fly overhead. I try to avoid detection.
I wish we were so
Shows how to-
lucky.
yeah, I wish we could do that.
But it's a very noble goal.
I think it's noble enough to overcome the grave robbing aspect.
But
We can-
only
we
if
can
we
return
take.
it when we're done with it.
That was and only if we take the sword only. No other.
Unless you had like some like dragon gauntlets or something, but I didn't hear about that. I'm just saying, if she has gauntlets that protect from dragons, we would probably want to use those as well. But if they're just like gold gauntlets, no, we don't want them.
You are on a quest to slay Cryovane.
Well,
We're on a
Go ahead,
quest
Chaka.
to get the Dragon Slayer sword.
But we're
To slay Cryovane.
but yes, the plan is to use the sword to slay Cryovane.
probably defensively, as we are but 5 people and a mannequin against the dragon. However, it would be, if push comes to shove comes to dragon, it would be nice to have a legendary dragon-slaying sword.
I'm here to get the sword to slay the dragon, because knowing my luck, I will run into it again, probably soon.
In any case, it would be used to attempt to slay the dragon at some point in the future.
So, you are adventurers, I see.
Oh, you called us that as you came up, but yes, we are.
Indeed.
Most of us.
I mean,
Well, I might have a request of you.
oh,
All right.
He does look at Zyzzyx, and he goes, and I feel this may concern you as well. I know of your kind in the forest. We may not always be friends there, but I too am from Neverwinter Wood. And I was driven out by the orcs who live there, just as you were.
It was awful. Do you know anything about the orcs that have been terrorizing us?
Names, what they like.
Where they can be located.
All that.
Their favorite colors are purple.
Get my notes up.
What? You date an orc?
Well,
what's their lucky number?
What's their zodiac signs?
Well, I'll do you one better. I know where they hold their rituals.
Oh.
Yes, that would be quite handy.
Yes.
It's known as the Circle of Thunder, located within Neverwinter Wood.
Ooh.
And the spirits of the forest tell me that they are preparing for something quite large. You noticed the rain that happened last night.
Yes, it was quite wet.
Yep.
That was their doing.
They can control
And I fear
weather?
The stronger their rituals get may lead to storms more and more powerful. But the fact is,
It wouldn't happen to be at a some sort of storm tower, would it? Because we're going there next.
No, that's not in Neverwinter Wood.
No, that's not in Neverwinter Woods. That's
true.
We're going to a different point now.
you speak of the lighthouse known as the Tower of Storms.
Yes. Well, at least he does.
The orcs use the Cult of Talos use that as a shrine to their god. They caused years ago. I'm told that it uses light to draw in ships, and as the ships approached, they were struck down by lightning.
That sounds like the exact opposite of what a lighthouse should be doing.
I've never been, so I don't know. But they plunder their ships, and whatever is left of the treasures and the ships are sunk to the bottom of the sea. I am willing to show you towards the Circle of Thunder if you help me slay the ritualists there so my people can be safe.
I have no problem with that.
It seems like a noble effort.
Should we hold off on looking for the sword?
I mean, we're here now. We might as well try to get the sword.
Yeah.
I am willing to wait till you are finished here.
Wonderful.
Sam,
thank
why don't
you.
you help us? You're gonna borrow
Oh,
my shovel here.
Hey, Mina, have
Look,
you
He's
seen a
not part
centaur?
of the shovel club.
Yeah,
Can be.
Let-
You try to convince him.
Yeah, try to
Chaka.
convince him to be in the shovel club.
I
Roll something right.
I'm not gonna say that having a centaur try and dig would be
Sarah, I know
Sword
what you
is
want.
located
Just
in
want to
the-
ask if you can ride him like a horse.
I do want that as well. I was gonna have him join our shovel club first.
you know.
Look at Xanth. Who wouldn't want to ride him?
Phrasing.
Let's see if there's any rules about
What?
about riding him. Nope, no rules.
I want to
Yes,
persuade
the
him
sword
to
is-
dig with us while I ride him.
The sword is located in the burrows beneath the mound. I won't be able to.
I didn't even get to roll yet. He said no. Whatever.
Alright,
So,
well,
sometimes things are impossible.
Yeah.
we shall. Your dream shall come true one day, just not this day.
I will give you a warning about the Barrow.
Oh,
At night, above the mound, the witch lights appear.
oh, well, that's always a good sign.
They say
Okay.
it's haunted by the spirits of the dead, the dead adventurers that slayed the dragon in the first place. In the day, it seems to recede back into the mountain, but at night, it almost serves as a guiding light towards the mound.
Interesting.
Well,
We should wait until daylight to dig then.
Well, maybe it could give us a clue on where to dig.
well,
big
I was going to use magic awareness and see what happened.
Maybe we should go back to Xanth and maybe there's another one of those centaurs I can ride, and then we'll come back in the morning. and dig. What do you think?
How about no?
Whatever, dudes.
Today is not the day you'll be riding a centaur. Or
I do not get humans' obsession with riding me. I do not understand. As he just his bare chest just glistens in the sunlight as his hair just flows into the wind. His chiseled body and hazelnut skin.
Hold on. So, Mars Fabio.
well, maybe not Fabio, but I mean, you know what? I don't think this is relevant to our current situation. I know, I mean, are we really going to just? Okay, that's just.
Look,
This
how
is
long
happening.
until night, Joey?
A couple hours.
Okay, so considering that most, and I glare over at Zyzzyx, most of us have shovels. Shouldn't take us that long, I would hope.
Well, before we start digging, oh, go ahead.
I'm done.
I was going to say, before we started digging, it might be a good idea for us to know where to dig. And since I'm assuming this is a magic sword, I'm gonna use magic awareness and see if I can sense at least in the general area of where we might be able to start.
Yes. Tell us hot or cold.
Yeah, that's very smart.
The centaur is just kind of laughing as he hears you talk about digging. And he goes, "You'll be digging a long while, I assure you that much. But there is an entrance to the Barrow.
Oh,
It's an whole open area. I thought it was just going to be a hill.
I've yet to
oh
discover
well.
a
Can you
hill.
show us the entrance?
It's a pretty big. It's a pretty big hill.
He looks and goes, "Oh, I guess ones of your kinds would perceive it as a hill. No, my friend, you're looking at the body of the dragon.
Oh.
Oh.
Ah,
So where is the hole located?
You don't want to know."
because what?
Unfortunately, yes.
Take us to
Yes,
the
I do.
He
You know
points
how
to
to waste Sam. Come on.
he rides with you as you get closer to the mound. A 30-foot hill rises ahead of you, its top too flat to be a natural occurrence. Jutting from the grassy hilltops is a row of 10-foot-tall, bone-white rocks that arc towards the stormy sky like an outstretched talons. Apparently it's stormy. And he goes, "I've heard that the entrance is somewhere atop the mound, but I've had no reason to go look for it."
Well, I guess we start searching the top then.
Whee!
I'll be waiting for your return. I do not wish to be near the mound at night because of the spirits.
Well,
Shout if you see a dragon. A white dragon.
I'll make a calling. I'll make an animal sound.
Sound like a
And
horse?
he makes the sound of a cow.
Little man says, "Goodbye, horseman."
He bows. He goes, "Good luck on your quest."
Later, Bojack.
You're beautiful. I love you.
As Chaka, as you profess your love, he gives you he gives you some words as he departs. He goes, "Child of dreams, I believe sword most interesting." And he rides away. He said,
did
"Child
he
of
say?
dreams, I imagine you will find the sword quite interesting."
Interesting.
ooh.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Okay, whatever, dude.
Sure.
You're
Well,
beautiful. I wish you'd let me ride you, but okay.
That's how centaurs flirt, I guess.
Oh shit, he was flirting? Damn it.
I offer Shaka some water because she's clearly thirsty.
You got the vapors.
So it's not a hard climb up to the top of this mountain. It's about 30 feet high, though. And you make your way to the what appear to be white rocks jutting out from the mound.
So, how do we want to do this? Do we just want to kind of split up and search the top here, or do we
Said
just?
he was underneath, so I don't really. Guess we gotta find the entrance.
Yeah.
Start, I guess, looking around.
What are these stones looking like? Do they have any writing on them? Any symbols?
I think they're just
Give me a perception
bones.
check.
But okay.
It's like the spine of the dragon.
We say because we can see it at a bird's eye view.
Yeah, okay. need to look at go further
Yeah, it
north. Isn't that
very
where the
clearly
dragon
looks like. It very clearly looks like bone.
Gross. Guys, I think these are bone.
Your tusks are bone. Why would
Or-
these be? Oh, whatever.
I thought he
It
was gonna
has the look of bone.
start digging or what?
Yeah, Joey, can we
And
just should we start
Zyzzyx.
digging around?
Well, it sounded like there's
Zyzzyx.
supposed to be a clear entrance visible.
Yeah, did he say where it was?
Said it was up around the top.
Start looking for the clear entrance that's visible. Start poking around with my shovel.
I wonder if it's worth a spell slot for detect magic.
Do I?
I can. Well, no, I can do magic awareness. It's basically detect magic,
Don't use a spell.
but you don't have to. No, it's just a use. But I only get 2 per long rest. But
Okay, yeah.
I'd rather you save your spell slot.
Okay. It only works 30 feet range, apparently.
Well,
can
I've got
walk
60
around.
feet.
Wow, it's even better.
Krillin won't be able to protect us much longer. Let's hurry up.
And then I use magic awareness, and we'll see what happens.
60 feet.
60 feet.
You don't detect any magic within your general area.
Move. Let's
But
move.
Zyzzyx, as I was trying to say before,
Oh.
as you looked at the bone you were looking at, you see an opening at the bottom, as if it's meant to
Ooh.
be moved.
Ooh,
And
I
it's-
try to move it.
Just the one that you're looking at. You push against it, but nothing happens. You
Oh.
try to be more forceful.
Hold on. I go
Hey, guys,
I
check this
go
out.
over there. I go over there and I give it a good shove with my mighty elephant muscles. Do I need to roll for anything, or you would just?
Yeah, I'll give you a strength check.
I'll help him. I'll push against it too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't feel it budge at all.
Huh.
Try pulling. I'm gonna go take my shovel and I'm gonna just try and wedge on it as well.
Well, I guess I could.
Nope.
Guys, I know it doesn't seem like it, but I really think this is supposed to move. I know it seems like it's stuck, but we
Okay,
may just not be trying hard enough.
Do I roll? I guess I'm gonna try pulling it now.
Is Chaka able to use animal handling to see if what direction it's supposed to move?
Not an
It's like a
animal.
carcass, though. That don't make sense.
Handle the carcass.
If it's the butthole, isn't it?
We're not. No, we are not. No.
Joey, can we keep making strength rolls?
You might need to find a better way to get leverage. 'Cause you-
Oh, I have an
you
idea.
a bunch of
I
these
stick-
things.
Oh, I stick the shovel in the ground again and use it as a lever against the stone.
Sure. Give me a strength with advantage.
Hey!
Using it like a crowbar.
Nice.
19. Yeah, with I mean, you break the shovel because it has a wooden handle,
Oh,
Nope.
damn it.
but it pries the stone loose.
Present the shovel to me, for I shall repair it.
I give the shovel.
And I cast
You know what?
Mystic on it.
Oh,
And you see a little.
Oh, okay, this did it for me.
Is that what you have too?
Yeah.
I just learned that's my new cantrip I learned. I find it so useful in all my games.
Yeah, so the
Oh, I-
stone breaks away, has an opening. There's a fairly narrow spiral staircase, descending about 30 feet down.
Guys, found the opening.
This dragon, we know. We're all looking at you.
It's
I
right
guess-
there.
Well, I guess we need to go. I guess we need to enter the dragon.
Through this opening.
I just rolled down the hill slowly.
I gesture to Murook and say, "After you."
Oh wait, did they fix my shovel? Or
Yes.
Physics
Yes.
did before I could.
It takes a minute,
So
but
who's it?
Oh, that's
Who's
true. It
on
does
down
take.
first?
you want me to go first because I'm ranged, but I have very good armor.
honestly, maybe let me go first. I'm kind of the.
He's beefy.
Go for it.
He's a beefy boy.
All right, where do I need to go?
So it's a pretty narrow staircase, but you're able to kind of tighten up your belly and
Oh,
head on down.
yeah. Hooray for the! I always love a fat man squeeze.
But as you go down deeper, the light just fades and fades. It's getting darker and darker as you go down, and until you're just in pitch blackness.
Hey, anybody got a light?
I have light.
I have torches.
I am like
Versus at will.
At will. Like,
Verikan cast.
Oh.
cantrip.
You have
Light
literal
shovel.
light.
I'm gonna make your shovel glow.
Okay, so you now have a light source. I'm not going to worry about in-game lighting because that always messed up before.
Yeah, it's a little touchy on this this VTT.
So Murook, you're over here.
Oh, I see.
D2.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see tunnels of packed earth heading in a number of directions.
Hmm.
And give me a perception check.
Would it be smell based, or smell or hearing based?
Hearing based.
Then I take advantage.
Yeah, you seem to hear some kind of voice to yourself, south of you. It doesn't seem to be in any language, like a language at all, but you just feel a guiding presence trying to urge you in that direction. What about the rest of you? Do you follow?
Yeah.
I send Little Man in first.
You can move your icon over for a little man if you need to.
Oh, there I am.
I guess I'll take up the rear because I'm ranged and have a lot of armor in case somebody comes behind us. Those
Right.
witch lights.
I'm gonna move over here so as people come down, I'm not in the way.
Imagine my character is Little Man because I don't see my Little Man token.
You can move it from your journal onto the
Oh.
map.
Journal.
I mean, you should have what?
There it is.
It should be right next to your character.
Right. So I guess Little Man and I go in, and Little Man greets people that walk inside. Hello, welcome to the Dragon.
Who's next?
I'll go after her.
Then after Zyzzyx goes, I'll close up the rock and seal it, and jump in behind everybody.
Oh, it's nice. Okay, thanks.
Control Z will move it back.
Wait, so how are we going to get out?
We'll walk by. I'm not sealing it. That was a joke.
So Murook, looking down this hallway that you're close by, you see a light source kind of emerge from the ground. And you see a glowing orb just appear from the ground. I'll try to. It just hovers there, peaceful, giving out a peaceful hum.
Man, now I wish I'd taken that spirit path. Oh well. Looks peaceful enough.
Give me another perception check, Murook. Or no, actually, give me a Constitution.
Okay.
Save or check?
Just a check.
You want me to do that advantage or just regular?
No. Chaka Con 2 if you're heading that direction.
Chaka wants to touch it.
It's not a horse, man.
Yeah, you feel like it's trying to guide you somewhere. And you kind of feel like you want to fall. But I'm not going to force you to.
Right, so what's your Chaka roll?
Constitution.
Constitution.
Well, if she was heading in that direction.
She is.
Is it a saving throw or just a...
No,
just
she's already heading that direction.
Oh.
You see a small orb about the size of a
grapefruit.
Grapefruit, sure. Just floating in the air. And you feel a sense of calm as you look at it.
Well, that's nice.
Right. I suspect we should follow the glowing orb of peacefulness that is... I see no problem with this.
I would probably say something if I could see the orb, but I am currently stuck in the... waiting for the traffic jam. Clear.
You still can see
Follow the orb.
Chaka, you hear a voice just go, Chaka.
It knows my name.
Well, we can't.
The sword.
We can't really follow it, Joey, because it hasn't moved.
No, it's not moving. It's just us staying there.
Can I ask it where the sword is?
If you want to get closer to it.
She's already pretty close.
As you approach the little floating light, you hear a little giggle, and it kind of fades away as the ground beneath you opens up.
Oh.
You fall down a 10 foot tall pit.
Deep.
deep pit.
Did we just fall for the oldest trick in the book?
We?
Yes.
Imagine half of us just hear Chaka Kahn go, "Oh, it's so beautiful."
So as you fall, you take 6 falling damage as you fall onto just this rusty sword lying at the bottom of this pit,
Oh god, you're gonna get tetanus.
in which you take an additional 5 damage. From it.
Jeez.
It's still alive. There's a sword down here.
Is it the one we're looking for?
I don't know.
Are you okay?
Not
Yeah.
two.
I
Can you guys help me get out of here? Get up.
Quick,
Murook,
Murook,
you
use
have-
your trunk.
Yeah.
actually have something better for this. I find somewhere to tie off the rope that I so conveniently have with me, and I throw the other end down into the pit. Since it's a 50-foot rope, there's plenty of rope to go.
Just threw the whole rope down.
I grab the rope and then you pull me up because I'm holding on to the sword in one hand.
Oh, you can't hold the sword.
What?
When you fell, okay, so this is what happens. You fall, and the sword kind of gets embedded into, like, kind of impales your shoulder area, and you
So it's stuck there.
So it's sticking out of me.
you're sticking out of your shoulder.
Oh, great.
Um,
All right, well, I'm just going to climb
So
up the rope.
you are prone at the moment.
Oh, wait.
So can you tie the rope around yourself?
And this will-o'-the-wisp. Well, guys, hold on.
Okay, wait.
This orb starts to descend down the pit with you. And let's all roll initiative.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
You did it now, Chaka.
I'm sorry.
Remember, click your character first.
And it's going, "You have fallen into my trap."
So, remember there were, like, witch orbs at night? Orbs can lie.
but it seems so nice.
Yeah, it's light. What do you expect it to look like? You
Can
ever look
check
at-
the turn order? Because she did show up.
Just roll again, and then you can add your,
Oh,
click her icon and roll again, and then just add it. Then you can just change it to whatever your original thing was.
Oh, it's the exact same roll.
Oh,
believe
there
it
you
or
go.
not.
that was a 1 in 20 chance.
Magic.
Yeah, so it descends down to you, Shaka. And it gives you a little shock.
It's Chaka's.
And you take 5 lightning damage as you're lying there prone.
This is what happens when you just go off ahead.
Shut up.
So, is Shaka dead?
Not
No,
yet.
just 15 hit points left.
Yeah, Verikan.
Alright, so I can't see either the wisp or Chaka, right?
You probably saw the light, but it's descended into the pit now.
Can I get past Murook?
Yeah, you're able to get by.
I'll save you! I'll
Oh,
jump into the pit.
my
Give
ear.
me an acrobatics check.
Hooray! It got lodged in the corner of the screen.
You're just able to. You land on your feet. Only take. No, you take 4 falling damage though.
Okay.
But
Crack your shins.
you are
I
down.
landed in the lame superhero pose. It's like, ooh.
You land like a superhero, but you don't realize that landing like that is actually really bad for people.
Yeah, especially on the knee.
Sorry, I started to interrupt, but I have Featherfall as one of my skills, and it's a reaction. Can I have done that preemptively?
No, this was better.
Yeah. Can I have done that preemptively before you did that, or it's?
Well, you would do it as a
No, it's not
reaction.
too
You
late
wouldn't do
now.
it preemptive.
Too late now.
All right.
Verikan saved the day.
And if that did not use up my action, I will attack the glowy thing with my battle axe.
Yeah, you can make an attack.
And I'm in.
Yeah, you don't manage to hit it. It's just too cramped down here.
You accidentally lop off Chaka's head.
Shut up!
But hopefully now it's got a new target.
It senses that Chaka's hurt. And it gives you another shock.
No.
You take 14 damage.
What?
Oh,
Verikan's or I do.
that's Chaka, right? Who gets that?
Yes.
You're rocking 1 point, Sarah.
Oh. No.
You got double fall damage. You had surprise round. The thing was second in initiative order. Oh man.
This is the stuff nightmares are made of.
None of us can see it because it's in a pit.
All we do is hear your loud, anguished screams.
Yeah. Oh, echo.
I'm like grabbing Verikan and praying to Corellin.
I mean, at this point, I think a divine intervention would be the only thing.
Please, goddess of the big orb of light in the sky, save me from the small, tiny orb of light in the pit.
Corellin is all powerful.
Zyzzyx.
That's you, Brice.
Hello?
Sorry, I was on mute. So it sounds like it's difficult to get into this pit.
Yes.
There's no room left in the pit.
Okay.
Is it a mosh pit?
Like, I'm gonna put Verikan right here, but he's actually in the same space as Chaka, pretty much.
Okay.
So you can look down into the pit.
Okay. I'm not sure where I need to be to look down into the pit, but I want to try. The only thing I can really do range-wise is Thorn Whip, and I want to do that to the little ball of light.
If you could pull it out of there, go for it.
That is what I am trying to do. For an 8.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it
Well.
seems to like pass right through it. Like it didn't even hit it at all.
Sheesh. And that is my turn. And how deep is that pit? Remind me.
10 feet.
Okay. Trying to think if there's. Yeah. All right. That's my turn.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna move.
For the sake of this narrow passageways, I can fit two people wide.
I'm not gonna be able to. Yeah, I'm not gonna. It's too crowded because Murook's in the way for me. So I'm going to stand back and ready a dart attack. If I see the freaking evil ball of light, I will attack it.
Okay, what was this?
I, as a fighter, can't really do much else. I'm seeing damage. Yeah, that's my turn. I'm just ready in action.
Spell. Yeah, True Strike. You could use that.
All right.
Joey, that's my turn.
Okay. Murook.
What is it that? What can I do? I mean, there's
Just let her die.
the pit's full. I can't get to it.
I will let you switch places with Zyzzyx because he has technically enough movement speed.
All right, I will switch places with the Zyzzyx.
Chaka Kahn is looking very, very hurt down there.
She's spasming because of all the electricity flowing through her veins.
Watch it.
I am quite miffed, so I'm going to rage and hope. Which, well, let's see what I get on the mat. Let's see what I get from that. Hopefully something good. I have a feel. I know what I'm hoping for.
Fills the pit with water.
We get a what? That's not the right. Hold on, that's not the right thing.
What are you trying to do? Roll your wild
that's not
magic rage?
Yeah, I hit the wrong thing. Sorry. Where is that? Oh, Wild Surge. There it is. Oh, baby. That's what I was hoping for.
What's it do?
Okay. As I move towards the pit, my halberd starts glowing.
Okay.
Basically, until the end of combat, it is the weapons. That damage type is changed to force. It gains light and thrown properties.
Wow.
And a normal range of 20 feet and a long range of 60 feet.
Yeah, it's general.
Like
That's normal for like thrown items.
And if it leaves my
Thrown
hand,
weapons,
it comes.
never thrown.
It becomes a thrown halberd. And if it leaves my hand, it comes back.
You've got a boomerang Zeus trident.
Essentially. So I am going now, since I rolled the exact thing I wanted to. Dice, Jesus was with me today. I'm going to throw the halberd at the ball of light.
Go for it. Is that crit?
That is a crit.
Shit, damn.
Wow.
So you do
Total of 13.
13 damage. So this glowing sphere just penetrates this little golden light.
The glowing spear hits the glowing sphere.
And it's full of fear. It goes, oh dear! But it hits the ground, like, as much as you can impale a ball of light. And it just starts to vibrate until it just poof, kind of explodes in a little sparkle. yours.
Whew.
Oof.
Oh my god, it's weak against light.
Alright. You're out of initiative.
That
So, do we need to help?
Yes.
First of all, okay, so how are we going to get these folks out?
We all have rope, and it's 10
Yeah.
feet. We're good.
I got 50-foot rope.
Yeah.
I tie the rope around myself. I then toss the rope down, and then I brace.
Verikan, I'll just say you tie the rope around Chaka, as I assume you would do.
Yeah.
Does Verikan have any sort of healing? Because I suspect we need to do that before we even attempt to move her.
From the
She is
cleric?
impaled by the sword, also.
Yeah, so if we move her, it's going to hurt her.
Yeah. Well, can I take it out first?
No, because it's like the hilt is in the ground, pointing upwards.
It's a
Oh,
spike.
you need to. It's stuck into the ground, and she is stuck onto the
Yeah, like a spike.
the thing like a spike. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's essentially a spike, but it's a sea sword.
Is it the magic sword?
We're not sure yet.
Well, I mean, can I lift her up off of it?
Yes, you can.
I would suggest healing her first.
Well, who knows how much damage it's going to...
What? Yeah, that
Take
would
her off
just heal it around the wound.
Yeah. So,
Corellin will protect me.
Praise Corellin.
In this dark cave.
You shall not join his light today. Do I need to roll a strength check to lift her off?
Yeah,
of it, or-
give me a strength check.
Okay.
She's got 1 hit point left, right?
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I got it. I got it. I don't got it.
You jiggle her around on the sword.
You managed to lift her up, but you have kind of a hard time doing it. And she takes a few points of damage and passes.
Whoa! You may want to heal her.
Spare the dying.
Okay.
Nice.
So you pass Spare the Dying, and she does she get hit points back? How does that work?
No,
just
she stays at 0 hit points, but she becomes stable, so she doesn't have to do death saves. And then I'll try
Okay,
lifting
so-
her again.
And it's a cantrip, right?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
So you'll be able to just keep doing that.
It's a free healer.
Yeah, so she's essentially passed out at the moment.
So we'll get her out of okay. All right, Verikan, we can hear the bone snapping from out here. All right.
All right, spare the dying again.
Is she tied to the rope?
Worry, I got it this time.
Okay, I'm going to start
She
walking.
is
Please
she is
stop.
not impaled anymore. She is not impaled anymore.
Okay.
She is unconscious and bleeding.
Okay, and then I will cast a second level Cure Wounds on her.
Was it a hooked blade or something? Jeez.
It was tall.
Yeah, go ahead and regain 13 points.
That's only half of your points, isn't it?
Roughly.
Less.
And let's Verikan, you managed to
Yeah, and another one.
tie a rope around her. Rope.
Yeah, if they
Use
dropped the
your
rope,
strength
I'll tie
to
it
pull
to
her
her.
up.
You know, Verikan, I also took Cure Wounds as well today, and I'm wondering if one more level 1 wouldn't hurt.
Well, it wouldn't hurt. She's about half.
Okay.
Yeah, I give you one as well, and it is another 5.
So a total of 23 after all that. So
I feel like
Well, that was
A little more.
a very unfortunate encounter.
Yeah, we've used all of our healing.
Thank you so much, Zyzzyx and
Oh.
Verikan and Murook, and no thank you to DRAGON or BigFellow.
I can't see past the elephant.
Okay.
Yeah, I turn around and
Don't
do I
worry,
see
I'm
anything?
okay.
I just kind of like turn around and pout, but I take like 5 steps back. Do I see anything down
Nope.
these passageways?
You walk 5 steps that way, you hear a click underneath your feet.
Don't even joke.
What was that? Dart?
Do I see anything down these 2 passageways that I'm now next to?
Yes, you will, but let me do down here first.
Okay.
But we gotta look for traps now.
Yeah, so now that you know it's there, you can quite easily jump over. But you see something unusual on the other side that you're just too distracted to see before.
It's a glowing sword.
You see a sword. You see a skeletal horse.
Ah,
Just kind of standing in this little cavern. And I know it looks like a regular horse, like the bones of a horse, just standing there, kind of looking around.
talk to it.
Chaka, I mean, do you want to? If you want to chance it, you can try to talk to the dead horse.
Is speak with animals a spell or a cantrip?
It's a spell.
Yeah, I mean,
I
be
thought
careful about using your spell slots.
I think you talk to people in their minds.
She can do that normally, I believe, but speaking with animals is the spell part of it. Unless
They have minds. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure what her actual telepathy is, but usually for
Dark, you
telepathy,
don't see anything
Oh.
because it is dark.
dark to God. I go ahead and light a torch.
Okay. As you look down the hallway to the left of you, to the west, you see another faint. You see another faint glow kind of around, right there.
Hey guys, I see something. I have no idea the horse is there.
And you
Yeah,
feel the another presence trying to guide you towards it.
Is it overwhelming, or can I be like, whoa, not after the big old witch orbs? Because I would.
Yeah, I
probably
mean you know what happened last
Yeah.
time you saw one of those. But he's here, dark to God.
Hey, Dart, we got something to deal with over here.
There's something over here too.
We have it's a giant skeletal horse over here. Does that beat yours?
I mean, if it's a dead horse, what are you gonna do? Beat it?
Well, I wish I could say it was dead. It seems to be moving.
Unfortunately, it is not quite. It is. Unfortunately, I think
undead.
it is undead.
I'll start making my way
kinda
back. And be
cooler.
like, what?
Imagine if I kind of misread this, but let's just say you kind of head over in that direction. You see a pile of bones, and as you get closer, the bones start to assemble like a magic jigsaw puzzle. It makes the form of a horse.
Got it.
You see a skeletal horse in front. It doesn't seem to be threatening in any way.
Give it some skeleton sugar.
Bone sugar.
Sugar cube of skeletons. No,
Actually,
I
bone
know
sugar
I can't see that, but is it just skeleton? Is it just the bones that assemble into a horse, or does it actually have barding and like a saddle or anything like that?
Oh, you're not there, but I'll say that you can see it has a saddle.
Okay. But yeah, I won't act on that, but I was curious of the sight.
You wanted to ride something, Chaka.
Ride a dead horse.
See if it'll take. It may take us where we need to go.
Okay. Speak with animals. Hello, dead horse. Can you take us to the dragon horse?
Don't tell it it's dead. It might not know, and you're gonna freak it out.
I have a feeling it knows.
You feel no presence within this horse.
Okay.
The horse skeleton, I will remind you.
That's how many spell slots is that we've wasted on?
It's not a waste if you
Horses,
learn that.
can't talk back.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of them. 2 out of 3. Wait, is that what I do? No, that's second level.
About
Oh, that one. Oh, I got 2 more. Should I try to talk to him again? Just kidding.
So what are you guys doing?
We're watching a dead horse.
We're trying to figure out what to do about this.
It's just looking around. Doesn't seem to pay any mind.
Sorry.
Hey, little man. Hey, little man. Do you like bones?
Oh, I don't know if I like bones. I like, I like lots of things. I've never had a bone before. Should I try?
Yeah, what now?
Let's not.
Okay, Uncle Dart.
Why am I not chaotic? It'd be perfect. Ah!
I think you are chaotic. That's
I keep my personality is chaotic, but I need to remember that he is a good character.
Now, does the horse have any is it just a skeletal horse? Is it wearing anything like a saddle or anything like that?
It does have a saddle.
Am I able to do a history check to determine what kind of saddle it is?
You get close. It lets you get close, and you look at the saddle. And it's branded with the name of Lady Algundar, which is the hero that slew the dragon.
Oh, is the sword I have her sword?
This horse appears to be wearing the garb of the dragon slayer herself.
You don't have the sword. Remember, it's still down in the pit.
The rusty sword, yeah.
Why?
It was stuck into the ground like a spike.
Alright.
But can we take a quick look at it? We'll say, like, before we leave, that does that sword have any sort of marking on it that would match the regalia of Lady whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think the sword in the pit is the one.
It looks like a plain rusted sword.
Okay.
Nothing really special about it.
Okay.
Well, I want to investigate around the skeleton horse to see if there's a sword there.
Well, we said there was a horse. That it was already. We already know the sword is there.
Oh,
No,
sword.
a different sword.
A different sword.
No. She wants to see if there's a sword around the horse.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he mentioned
unrelated to the one in the pit.
No, I'm unrelated to the one in the pit. We see that. I remember that there's a sword over there. We said it was mentioned.
Oh, Joey, is that what it is? There's a sword behind the horse.
I don't think I ever said that.
You mentioned something
Dustin,
about the
you're
sword.
making stuff up again.
No,
There was a rusty sword in the pit. It was basically like a spike.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said there was a sword down there near the horse. I must have misheard. I apologize.
That's okay. I believe Dustin.
There's a satchel.
Saddle.
Oh.
So you explore
Saddle.
the area. You see no sword. You do see a narrow tunnel on the east part of the room. It's about 2 feet wide.
Can I send little man through that tunnel?
Should be able to.
What about Quizlix? Where's that guy?
Where is Quizlix?
Quizlix would be the best person to send down there because he can relay it back to Zyzzyx.
And nobody cares if Quizlix dies.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Zyzzyx does.
What?
You can just make a new one.
Yeah, it just returns to the Feywild.
But is it
Oh.
the same Quizlix when he comes back? He is. He's got
That's the question.
PTSD.
That's the question.
It's
I've seen
no.
things.
It's basically Star Trek teleporter rules. It kills it,
Yeah.
but it has the same memory.
But so is it the same person? No.
Oh, we're not going into. I do not
It's
want to
the
have
boat
this
of it's
discussion.
the what's the ship?
The ship of
Theseus?
Theseus.
Yeah, the ship of Theseus. Thought experiment. Joe, you're gonna have to uncover some of these areas Quizlix is going
Yeah,
into.
I was waiting for you done talking. Which is, never in a lot of cases. This is why I like familiars. They can do like scouting stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a narrow dirt tunnel. It heads that direction for about 10 feet and then makes a turn.
A scamper.
Yep. Keeps on going. Another turn.
Another turn. Scamper.
It's exciting though, isn't it?
It is.
Another turn. Oh, you see a long hallway? What do you do?
Oh, should I pull back? No, I'm gonna go. For
No,
it.
it's Quizlix. Who gives a shit about him?
Hey. He hears you.
Yeah, like as you reach this point though, there is like just a bit of stone that's like jutting out, but Quizlix just scampers over it.
Yay, Quizlix.
He goes this way, but it's only for about 5 feet.
Okay, I'm going.
Then he goes over here. He sees an opening.
Well, now I'm scared. I go out and immediately climb up the wall. Okay. So through the tunnel, it looked like I'm in a crypt, but I'm gonna wait for the GM to tell me.
Yeah. Yeah, you see another cavern, and after Quizlix kind of explores the room for a bit, he sees 2 sarcophagi on either end of the room.
I relay that back, and this tunnel, its normal height is just skinny.
It's 2 feet wide.
And how tall? Like, are we
About
crawling through this or walking through this?
The
a medium creature could crawl through it.
Okay.
the large elephant man is not going through the small skinny tunnel.
Okay.
Just
I relay back that it looks like there's a crypt in there. 2 sarcophagi.
Could be sarcophagirls.
I mean, we're not going to misgender the coffins here.
But I definitely don't think that. Are there? Let's see. Quizlix looks. He doesn't get onto any of the sarcophagi, but crawling up on the wall around them, looking to see what I'm specifically looking for is if either of them have the same symbol.
I'm not going to worry about it right now because I forgot, but it is pitch black.
Oh shoot!
But
Does he have dark vision? I'm sure he doesn't.
Is he just a lizard?
He's just a lizard. Oh wait, senses, dark vision, 30 feet.
okay, so yeah,
Nice.
cheater. You see that there are two exits out of the room
Can't see color though.
Oh,
to the north.
okay. I will. Okay, cool. And it looks like that there's another way possibly to get in from around the other side.
So what do we do about this skeletal horse?
I don't know. He's not really hurting anyone.
I mean,
Well, maybe we can bring him along. I could always use a companion.
Maybe. I mean, we've tried talking to it?
Talking with animals does not work. Speak
Have we
with
just-
animals.
have we
Have we
tried
talking to it?
Yeah. Hey, horse.
Well, you're back there.
Turns
Why
his
was it some?
turns his head towards you.
Oh,
Can
Where-
you understand me? Nod yes if yes, shake no if no.
Clap once for yes, clap twice for no.
He just looks at each of you as you start talking. Then just kind of turns his head again and just starts looking around the room.
Does it have any saddlebags?
I mean, it might. Who knows?
Do any of us have
Whatever.
any? Do any of us have any sugar cubes or carrots or anything like that?
It doesn't have a stomach. How is it going to eat?
How does BigFellow eat?
I put things in my mouth and then it turns into raw energy.
Maybe that'll happen here. Maybe it'll appreciate the gesture. Who knows?
let's ask it about its master, because we think that it's the. What was the name? Lady Avalon.
Lady,
I'll paste it.
Okay.
Is there anything behind the horse?
Oh,
Nope, it's just
a Lagendar.
Another little cavern that smells of dirt.
I say, can you take us to Lady Alagendar?
It doesn't really seem to pay attention to you.
Dang it.
Can little man sneak past it and go over here and just start digging? You looking for hidden passageways?
You can start digging that direction.
Guys, there's a glow over here. Do we want to check that out? Quizlix, report back.
I'm gonna be. So then I'm gonna take him up the big paths up here and see where we can get.
Yeah,
Little
so
man-
you
I'm gonna start.
clearly see a path back to where you entered.
Okay.
This direction.
He comes in and he comes on and rides Little Man.
It says I tap
So-
Zyzzyx because I believe Zyzzyx is blind and deaf when he's getting info from his lizard.
That works. Makes
So
sense.
I shake him and be like, "Hey, snap out of it." He
Ah.
probably sees me doing that through Quizlix, so it's very weird.
Very odd. Oh, okay. The crypt that Quizlix found. I found an elephant-sized way to get to it. If we go back up here.
Lead the way. Well, actually, I'll lead the way. I have these.
Could we? Yeah, could you maybe see if there's any more pits or traps that we?
I'll take
Don't
out my
wanna fall-
10-foot pole and I will. No, I'm holding a torch. I will
Okay.
very carefully make my way onto each. Basically every 5 feet. I'm testing the thing in front of me.
We're gonna be moving so
That's
slow.
That's old school, man.
Yeah,
That's what they
Got
do.
nothing else I can
that's
do.
what
I
they
gotta
to,
hold the torch. Gotta hold the torch.
So, I mean, that's like I've heard stories of people who played like, and it's saying you always carry a 10-foot pole
Yeah.
because everything is going to be a trap.
yeah, but then you set the traps to 11 feet away.
Give me
What
a
bad's happened to
perception check as you check for traps.
Perception or investigation.
Perception.
18.
Yeah, so you tap every few feet, and nothing appears. I mean, nothing seems to trigger.
Guys, I think it's safe. Just kidding.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. Oh, am I or am I not? I'm gonna tell you though, I rolled really high with those damages for those
Yeah.
for those swords,
Yeah.
and I had to roll for the number of swords. Luckily, it only did one.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna investigate the two sarcophagi without touching them. See if there are any writing on there because I don't think Quizlix reported back anything.
Okay. They seem to be plain. There's no markings or anything on.
They look like they've been like opened at any time, or they just like covered in dust.
Yeah, you see a thick cover of dust.
Well, we came here to rob a grave. Shall we?
All right. Big fellow goes to the other one and says, "Ready when you are."
All right. 3, and I step back.
Let me do it. Since might as well. Okay.
I'm holding a torch, so yeah, I'm lighting.
Yeah.
the room.
Do we do this at the same time, or do we want to do it one at a time?
I say at the same time.
All right.
It looks cooler that way.
On 3.
Oh, we're all gonna die.
That horse is gonna be pissed.
Verikan's taking care of him.
Okay.
I forgot to move my token.
All right. 1, 2, 3. I guess a roll was. What do we need to roll for?
You don't need to roll anything. They just open up. And the moment you do,
Rats!
just a cloud of dust just shoots forward in front of you guys. So Dardagon, Murook, BigFellow, and Little Man make a dexterity saving throw.
Saving throw, folks.
Can I see this?
I mean, it's definitely happening.
He's got a barbarian thing that if he can see it, I assume he can.
Explain to me what the rule is.
Yeah, Dex. Advantage on Dex against effects that you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Yeah, you open it up and you start to see something come towards you.
Oh, well. I roll 11. Well, that.
Well, no, you get advantage. Roll a second time.
That's yeah.
So as this dust reaches your face, it begins to itch and become painful, and like as if drops of acid were covering your skin.
I scream out, "Oh God, not again!"
This is a familiar feeling to you. Yeah. You each take 15 poison damage. Or acid damage. It's acid damage.
Did any of us save?
None of you saved.
Oh man, it was really high.
You're not.
Wow.
Are we poisoned now?
It was acid damage. Acid.
Oh. So.
Also remember that poisons and poison damage are 3 distinctly different things. They are semi-related, but they are distinctly different.
And you just get sprayed in the face with this acid cloud.
Maybe we should have done it one at a time, and we would have learned from it. Been a very good adventure.
I'm just tired of having things sprayed in my face.
Said Ripley to the android bishop. In any case, I'll step forward and actually, is there anything in the sarcophagus that I'm in front of?
You see a mechanism for spraying poison or acid. It's like like in the Mummy movie.
Yeah.
It uses like a salt acid. That's what just hit you.
Is there anything else in there? Bones, treasure, whatnot?
Nothing of interest. You need some old bones.
Well, that sure was fun.
Something we always check for traps.
If only we had a rogue with us. Ugh.
If only.
Well,
so
if we
there was
want to
no,
head back in the other direction, there was a glowing
Wait.
pathway.
was there. So there was nothing in either of the sarcophagi.
Yep, neither of them.
Red herring.
Oh. We're just hitting all the traps, aren't we?
Yep. I'll lead the way back.
What's next?
So there's nothing in those?
Nope.
Nope.
Nothing in them.
We are
And you
we are
look real good?
continuing on this cavalcade of tours.
So
Torches.
we haven't gotten north, but over here there was another glowy thing. I think there's another witch orb. I'm gonna say, hey, big fellow, hold my torch, and I'll take out my hand axe. If it'll illuminate things.
Holding torch
I go-
activated.
And as we go past this hall, I glance down to see if the horse is any different.
Yeah.
Can I
he's
tell?
standing there.
Okay. Guys, the horse is still just there.
Well,
So
as
as
you look at it, you see the bones start to drop to the floor again and return to the pile.
Oh, interesting. I convey that to
Well, that's
at least
Um,
Chaka.
Is there anything Is there anything up here?
Yes.
You going on your own? Splitting the party?
No, I just happened to walk by there as I was going this way.
And is there
I looked
anything
at
to the north of me? Because it
North.
looks like there's a passageway north. Correct.
I wonder what's...
Well, when in Rome.
I'm gonna work my way around this way and make
So,
up top.
Dardagon,
Or,
you see another one of those glowing orbs.
Ah, there you are. And I'm going to throw my hand axe at it.
Okay.
Really?
Attack.
21.
Right, roll damage.
9 damage.
Doesn't it count as a?
And
a-
I'm actually going to go ahead and use one of my maneuvers. Let me actually make sure. I actually, I already have a +2 to it. Sorry, I'm looking. It's been a while since I used maneuver.
That's a 1d8, I know that.
Yeah, I'm just seeing like if I have any ones that are specifically add damage because I might not have actually taken it.
Oh. Well, I guess the ones I took were different because they all add damage.
Yeah, most of them do that. Yeah, that is poor on me. I usually am better at picking things than that. I took yeah, so I will just yeah, that will just do the 9 damage.
Yeah, so the axes connect with something, and it like kind of loses momentum as it passes through this thing, and it falls to the ground. And this little ball of light just kind of flares up. And let's roll initiative again. And this will be the last thing for the night. This battle here.
Okay.
You.
Man, I'm just not getting good rolls on initiative. I've got to. I tell you what, getting that +2 today not been helping me tonight.
Is that everybody? So Dardion, you go first.
Go ahead and take out a dart.
Nice. Very surprising.
19.
Now, why did you throw a hand axe before?
I didn't know if it was going to be within 5 feet of me, and I wanted something that I can attack with either thrown or not thrown.
Okay.
Just like
But I will do a nice max 10 damage to it.
Yeah, so just like the hand axe, it kind of hits it, and kind of like loses its thrown momentum and kind of falls to the ground behind it, but it takes that 10 damage. Chaka Kahn.
Dissonant Whispers doing?
It would give it damage, yeah, so it would shatter.
Alright, you want to cast
Do
Dissonant
it for first level.
So you can a big fella can move out of the way, and you can get into his spot, and look around the corner and do that if you wish.
So move me out of the way. Move big fella. That would just move
Okay.
right.
Right, right there. There you
Ooh.
go. Saving throw.
First one,
Failed. Takes-
it failed.
So as you send this psychic whisper to it, just like the other one, it seems overwhelmed, and it kind of fizzles out and explodes in a little firecracker.
I loosened the jar. I loosened the jar for you.
I think that's the shortest battle we had yet.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
You killed it.
I killed it?
You killed it.
Oh.
You
You
killed it.
killed it.
Yeah.
I had 2 good attacks against it, so you probably only need to do a little bit of like damage
Sure.
to finish it off.
Sure.
You need to just give it a sharp glare.
I did 19 damage to it.
That's
Up
a lot.
to it might have been half damage if it's like if it.
Yeah, but you didn't.
Can I retrieve my? I'm gonna retrieve my hand axe, and can I retrieve my dart?
It is in the room beyond where the sphere was.
You trips a trap.
Yeah.
Okay, that kind of
Walk
goes
in.
through it.
Dargon, as you step onto the spot in front of the Will-o'-the-Wisp,
Yeah.
Called it.
you fall into another trap.
Don't land in the sword.
Alright, so there's a trap that's each below this.
Should have learned.
But since-
I wasn't there when
Yeah.
the first one fell. So
That's true. There was
You were
nothing to learn
attacking
from.
with a stick before.
yeah, but I wanted
We
my
were doing
axe back.
so
So as you fall down, you take 1 falling damage.
Oh, this one's got a bunch of like plastic balls in it. It's kind of fun.
Lucky.
This one, though, has quite a few more swords.
She just got lucky that you missed him.
You take,
I get. Oh.
and you're impaled by 3 swords, taking 12 piercing damage.
Ah! Oh, I landed shield side up. Oh. Ow!
So yeah, it's not the fall that gets you. It's the sword.
Ah!
Well, I know how to deal with this.
It was nice knowing you.
I'm
Ow!
going to say you go through the Song of Dance, and that you take
Verikan, go pick him up.
No.
3 more
That's
damage as
this
you're trying to get out of this swords.
That is not saying.
So we're just saying that the rest of them like get me out of the pit.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like how the Will-o'-the-Wisps have traps next to them because the Will-o'-the-Wisps are supposed to lead you to your doom.
I'm going to use my 10-foot pole to retrieve my axe.
How the heck are you going to
Just
do
have
that?
a hook on?
At the end of it?
There's a magnet at the end of it.
You can easily at this point just jump over the trap.
Yeah, and then there's another one that I jump into. Like I'm gonna do that. I will test. I will use my 10-foot pole to test.
I mean, I've heard stories of people of that happening.
Give me,
Yeah.
give me a perception check as you test that thing, that square.
12.
You do not sense a trap. It's not trapped.
Okay. I pole vault over it. I'm also really hard.
see.
If anybody's got some healing, I could use that.
Gas healing. Yeah. No slut, though.
You can heal. Alright, I'll use it. I'll cure wounds.
Does everyone have cure wounds?
I
Yeah.
don't.
We're all
It's
just
pretty
really helpful people.
pretty handy thing to have.
We obviously need them.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Holy cow.
14.
It's a good roll.
Thank you.
I'm gonna shout back. There's 4 more of those death coffins. Coffins.
Yeah, so you see
Okay,
four
what's
coffins in this room.
Versus the life coffins?
Can we maybe check these for traps before we open them this time?
I was gonna say, can we end it here for the night because it's almost midnight?
Yeah.
I think. Well, I mean, if you guys want to, but if you want to explore this room, it probably will take a few minutes.
I will inspect the each sarcophagi for traps.
Good
The
job.
first thing you notice when you look at these sarcophagi, they each are on them.
They have what on
One of
them?
them has a harp. One of them has a harp. One of them has a hammer. One has a sword. And one has a staff.
Huh.
Harp,
Alright.
hammer, sword,
Hammer,
staff.
sword, staff.
I'll take the harp.
No, wait.
And,
I am
give me-
still
give me a
going
per-
to.
give me a perception check. I never really checked for traps before. That what it would be a perception check.
I generally do. I usually perception is for seeing things, and investigation is for finding things. So I would normally do
Okay, so
investigation.
give me
It would be 3 if it's investigation.
Harp, hammer, sword, staff.
Ah, I do it too.
Darnagon, you don't.
Dang, I did too.
Yeah, these seem fine.
Yeah, you all think these are symbols,
So you checked them. You checked them.
but you don't. Yeah,
I
you
glance
don't
at the
find-
other 3 from where I'm standing, and I'm like, yeah, they're fine.
Having had more than a flow of experience at having things thrown in my face, I want to take one look. I want to take an investigation look for my own just peace of mind.
I do that. Jesus, all over here.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of having poison thrown in my face.
It was acid, not poison.
I'm tired of having harmful fluids thrown
It's
in my
not that
face.
bad. Big difference.
Oh, hey!
Wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
you are serious.
Oh,
about
it
not
added the
wanting
2
to
together.
spray in your face. You check this thing all over as you can without touching it, and you see no evidence of any trap.
Nice.
Well, I mean, at this point, if I set it off, it's my own fault. Do we have any more heals, just in case?
I have one. It's,
I'm
I have
able to
one.
heal.
I have not. I have the ability to heal a couple of times.
Verikan
Very
can
well.
at least stop us from dying.
Okay.
As can I.
Why don't y'all get back behind the? Why don't y'all go back into the hall, and then I'll open this one that I'm in front of.
It shall be done, Elephant Man.
Alright,
So that way at least only one of us will be hurt.
Shield your face.
He's gonna steal the sword for himself.
Well, we're gonna give the sword to him anyway.
Yeah.
Chaka, it might be interesting to you though that horseman said
He
It
was
wouldn't
just,
let you ride him.
just flirting.
Well,
After everyone has moved out of the way,
Which one are you gonna open?
I'm probably gonna this one right here.
yo, don't
Which-
step on the tracks, Zyzzyx. Oh god.
I hopped
No, I'm
over
saying
next
is,
to Assembly.
what I'm saying is,
Hold on,
y'all
let me-
maybe
hold
want to
on,
go
let
back.
me find the. Hold on, let me find the token for vampire. Uh,
There's a vampire.
Vampire.
If you do that, I think we're just done for the
kidding,
night.
kidding. It's a vampire spawn. So,
Wait, thank,
Do you
thank
open up
goodness
the
I'm immune to
sarcophagus?
disease.
Yeah. Well, which symbol is that one?
Wait,
that one has a symbol of a sword.
Okay, that's the one I want to open. So I'm good.
okay, I'm okay. Well, guys, y'all need to get out of the. I'm trying to tell y'all to
I
go.
mean,
Big fella,
the map is
little man,
private.
and Chaka,
Let's just-
look out.
Yeah, okay. The map is crowded. Let's just say you also
Yeah.
Murook, you carefully open this thing. Like you're trying to like lift it up and like be as far away as possible. Have like one eye squinting open, but you're able to open up the sarcophagus no problem.
Nice.
I just stand there looking at it, and I go, "Why couldn't this have happened earlier?"
Hey, do me a favor.
Inside.
Throw the lid over the trap pit.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I'll make a bridge.
There, I move the
Do that.
I put I move the lid to the bridge and use it as a bridge.
Lid and occupant.
Only the lid. And after I do that,
Bridge.
I'm going to look inside the sarcophagus that is open and see if there's anything in there.
You see a decaying skeleton clad in armor with a broadsword like upon its chest. Its hands are attached to it.
I use my magic awareness to see if the sword is magical.
You do not sense any magic in the sword, but you think you feel something in this room.
Is it little man?
Unfortunately, that is.
It's you. It's you, Murook. You're magical.
Aww.
Oh,
You got the magic in me.
I don't want to just take a sword. I want to make sure we're taking the right sword.
That's
So-
fair.
You can look at it. It's a nice sword, but it's definitely not magical.
Well, since we're here, I put the lid. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're going to leave that lid there. But when we leave, let's put it back. Let's not be rude.
Are we gonna open up all four of them then?
I'd say yeah.
I'm going to go investigate this one. Because once again, we're not going to take any chances. I am especially paranoid.
And I
Yeah,
want
that
to.
one- That one has the harp.
I'm only seeing what's. Hey guys, it has a harp on it.
Which one has the staff? I wanna take
the one
my
by
quarter-
BigFellow.
Okay. I want to just take my quarter staff out and touch it to the thing and see if anything happens when I do that.
Your staff
I don't-
touches
I'm-
the sarcophagus.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Okay, nothing happened when I did that, guys.
Oh, good.
So that was all I wanted to check.
Anyway, I'm going to, I guess. Well, did we just open all these up again? And go for broke, or do we go open them up just one at a time?
Open them up one at a time.
One at a time.
All right, let's.
The
You
last
want me to
one
go ahead?
Has a hammer. Has a hammer on it. Yeah, so he's gonna open it up.
I'm just going to open it up, but I'm going very carefully.
The same thing as before. You're able to open up this sarcophagus. You see a decaying skeleton. That one too, with some ratty clothes that at one point were probably very fine, like a nice purple looking.
Probably a
Sure,
fine
with-
purple silk.
Yeah, and you see a little, like a jaunty little hat on the skeleton, and across its chest, you see a very finely crafted lute with special markings onto it.
How long does your magical vision last?
It doesn't really have an until the end of my next turn.
Oh,
That's
like
6 seconds then.
6.
You can tell it was in this direction. You can sense that.
In the direction of the harp.
Yeah. I should have said there was a lute on the thing, but whatever.
I have a question about the armor that the guy in the sword coffin was wearing. What kind of armor is it, and can I have it?
It's
100-year-old
very-
armor.
Yeah, it seems to be plate armor.
Ooh.
Didn't we say we were?
But it's like in kind of just repair. It's been
Yeah.
rusted
Yeah.
for.
Let's just. I thought we were just going to come in here for the sword, nothing else.
Well, I mean, you can't help but loot some dungeons.
I said,
That purple hat looks right up Chaka Khan's alley.
You think with some repair you might be able to.
I will go ahead. I will go ahead and investigate for traps, and then open up this one if. I don't see any. So that looks good to me.
Yep. So while he's opening up that thing, I'm taking the plate armor, putting it on Little Man's back, complete with skeleton.
Oh my god.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, when we grave
I don't
rob,
think
we
you'd be
rob
able
the whole grave.
That's okay. It was easier to take
Hold
the
on.
skeleton
Yeah.
than taking him off the armor.
You think the plate armor is in so much disrepair that it might be cheaper to just buy a new set.
Right. Upon reflection, I just shrug the skeleton off a little.
Dargon, let's go assume you open that one.
Yeah.
And similarly, you see another skeleton adorned in a chainmail with what looks to be a cleric's hammer and shield.
I'll do the same. Staff. Yeah, looks fine to me.
You don't even check for traps. You just open it up,
Yeah.
and this
Strap.
one
Fireball.
opens up, and you see a skeleton adorned in wizardly robes. It's his. You still see the hair of the long white beard still attached to his. And gripped in his hands is a magic wand.
Oh,
Nice.
Hey, magic folk that are okay with grave robbing. This might be for you. We don't, have any we don't have any arcane cat. We don't have a wizard, a sorcerer, or a.
What is the status of the chainmail
It's in similar disrepair.
and the hammer?
No, not for you.
Guys, I don't think any of this stuff is going to be good for us. And
It's like the sword. It's a nice hammer, but it's basically a light hammer. for
Okay.
purposes.
The only thing it seems that we have a magical staff or rod or wand or something, and possibly a magical harp based on Murook's intuition.
Yeah, the loot seemed to be in pristine condition.
Loot.
Well, if you want to take the loot, I don't think any of us are bardly.
I'll take the loot.
Chaka Khan snatched
You
the
literally
loot.
have a bard in your party.
Oh yeah.
Chaka, you snatched the loot. You strum a few chords.
I snatch the loot and then I strum a couple chords.
Is it a secret chord?
It's a Corellan chord.
So it's just so you just do thus spoke Zarathustra.
Yes.
Yeah.
As you strum the chords, you feel a magical presence, and all around you, you just see kind of flowers.
Hell
fall
yeah.
from the sky. And you feel with some more practice, you might be able to
Play a song.
make other things appear.
Think other things appear?
Yeah, you made flowers appear.
Hell yes. I'm gonna make that sexy horseman appear.
Oh, boy.
She'll make it rain men, horsemen.
Oh God, they're falling on us! Ah! They're the size of horses. So yeah, can we go ahead and call it here because it is dragging on.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I have to say I need to call it over here too.
Okay, let's call it here, and if you want to look at that one later.
Does
Yeah,
anybody
well,
have identify?
Look at one, but
Can anybody ritually cast identify?
No, you got rid of that identifier.
I got
No,
rid of
I
it.
don't.
Well,
We'll have to
we
figure
don't
it
have
out.
arcane casters anyway, so screw the wand.
I mean, we'll probably take it.
I mean, if we can't use it, let's not take it.
Great,
Big
Robin.
Bill, you found a
But
way.
we can use the money that we can turn it into.
Yeah, we can sell it.
Yeah, but I mean,
Great, Robin. We'll pick that up next week.
Little man
Yeah, but-
snatches the wand with his mouth, and he has a little stick now.
But yeah, I
There's a
really,
fine use
yeah,
for
but
it.
we really got to wrap this up. I gotta go.
Alright.
oh, we're already wrapped up. You can leave.
Yeah.
All right, thanks a lot, Jerry. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Thank you, Joey. I appreciate it.
Yep,
See you
next
guys
week.
Don't always remember to check for traps.
Ah!
Yeah, if there's anything we've learned tonight, it's always check for traps.
All right, bye guys. Thank you.
Inside of the belly of a dragon.
So this is what I'm unsure of.